Oh, say, can you see the light? What's the problem with Shouldn't have turned down those cue cards.
Welcome back to United States of Australia. I am the Aussie guy, and I was having one of those moments just then. That was panic when I realized the music was ending. And so because I'm panicked,
I do my head talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Head talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
yeah, Robbie,
Nothing
Yeah, but
when
that-
you're having a slow morning and you can't wake up. There's nothing that jolts you awake more than that.
you ever have that, Robbie, when you start a show and you hit the music and then you're just sitting there waiting for it to start and then realize, oh, you host the show. This happens semi-regularly to me, where I just zone out during the music and then realize all of a sudden in a panic, your job to do.
Yeah, I try to
That's
zone
why-
out during. I try to zone out during that entire montage you just played. So
That's why Robbie's here, folks. That's why I have him around. People were asking the question last week, weren't they, Robbie? Why is the big fat
one
guy
person
here?
was asking a question, and that person's been in the chat before asking that question. And I hate that smiley. fucker.
No, Chuck
face.
Puck was new. Chuck Puck was here to see
No,
his landing.
he is not new. That guy has been there before. He's asked that question before. I remember when people ask questions like that.
All right, so there you heard it here, folks. Robbie does read the chat. He sees your hurtful comments. So make sure you bring them hard and bring them forced. Robbie, are you ready for some of the most harsh criticism you're ever going to receive after
Well, what did
today's
I
show?
do?
No, well, look, there's no telling what the TSN fans might have to say about us
Oh,
at the end of the show, and you're obviously the easy target, hence why we're all,
well,
yeah, you know what I mean? So
I thought it was actually something I deserved, so that was what I was concerned about.
no, look, the TSN fans, they have a rapier wit. They will be coming hard for you, Robbie. So look out. But anyway, in the meantime, we talked about this backstage, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it, Robbie, and you didn't help me. But
Thanks. You're welcome.
do we go tried and true? Do we break
Get
it?
together. What do you think? We're going to do it. And it's going to be fun. Bing, 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 bing.
That probably feels shocking to everyone, doesn't it, Robbie? It didn't kick off with the classic toe music. And I've been torn about this situation. But I think it's important we go first with this one, Robbie. And I don't know if you've caught this man's show lately at Hughesy Entertainment. Adam Hughes from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Makes him British. They call him Irish. He's British. Fingers crossed for a tank top. I assume he means on Robbie. Hughesy often gets an interesting group of characters together. Some perhaps that may have beef, differing opinions, etc., and things kick off. But one thing that's become a theme on Hughesy's show lately is getting Kiki on, and the chat tries to make Kiki cry. And I'm actually here to stick up for Kiki today. I put out a tweet earlier in the week, but I'm going to kick off the show with, defense of Kiki. Like, Kiki's our gal. We love Kiki here. And I don't like seeing Kiki mistreated. And I'm uncomfortable with the way this whole going after Kiki with Jason Scoop fucking super chats, Robbie. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I saw somebody mention Jay Scoop, and I was like, wait, he's left us for a different show. And then I realized there's two Jay Scoops.
Indeed. And look, I know I'm going to upset some of our loyal supporters. Don't get me wrong. At AC Gwen, Kiki sucks. Kiki stinks. Kiki's worse. But, don't we all have, like, sort of, I talk about our moral lines. And here on this show, we are victim advocates around here, and
Unless it's me.
unless it's, of course, yeah, you are the ultimate victim. It's Hug Sims here. FK's here. Look, I know I'm not going to get supported on this, but I think when you lower to the like a super chat of just like Jason Scoop's my hero and Jason Scoop was right, it's like this is pretty lazy now. It's pretty lazy, and it's kind of like cuts the legs out of our argument of like saying Kiki doesn't give a fuck about victims when we're like, you know how we'll show her? Showing we don't give a fuck about victims. And this really hit home to me when I was watching Dabbleverse live. Carl's the host of it, Carl from WATP. Robbie, you familiar with Dabbleverse live?
I've heard of Carl.
You just got finger on the pulse. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well. Does he still
Anyway.
have the same background?
He does. Yep. You're still bitter about the background, aren't you? He just shots at your
Yeah,
background.
will be till the day I die.
Yep.
Especially since they are thematically similar. Like, how can you just sit there and criticize me and not turn around for a second and look at all the brown behind you?
Thank you, Robbie. Mick E is here. It's gross. There's plenty of other things to mock Keanu for. That's kind of my point. Easy 1, 2, 3. Fuck Kiki. She pokes the internet. It's how this works. Yeah, no. Who do you think you're talking to here, guys? Like, you think I'm sitting here actually giving a fuck what anybody says about anyone? No. I'm talking about aren't we supposed to be better? Aren't we supposed to be better than that? Isn't that the point? We sit here and mock them and say, look at this shitty way you behaved and this other shitty way you behaved. And then it's like, yeah, but to prove a point, we're going to behave in the same shitty way, if not worse, to prove a point. Oh, fuck her. She started it. Yep. Thank you, Tug Simp. I am a Keanu Simp. And you're a Tug Simp. So, there you go. Butterwife, I agree. Never denied Kiki is a victim. Issue is, she doesn't value or support other victims. Yep, so we should not value and support her to prove that point, shouldn't we? We should make her feel alone in that moment, just as a prove a point. That's gonna make her get the point, isn't it? Or is it gonna make her say all they fucking want to do is make fun of me for being abused? Does it give her an out? Does it give her an excuse? I think it does. And we're going back to Dabbleverse Live. I knew the chat would be pissed at me for this. But no, seriously, I want people to listen to this and just understand how things can be skewed here. And so here's Blind Mike. Blind Mike's not very familiar with Keanu Thompson. Generally only sees clips from like Hughes' show and This Little Piggy and stuff like that. So Blind Mike had this analysis, and I just I got some thoughts.
As like reading chats and of people like obviously she doesn't like. Every time I hear Keanu, it's like this is what they do. This is what these people do. It's like who your audience? It's 100% of the people watching you.
She's always the victim. It's so frustrating to me.
Yeah.
Poor Keanu. This is all just happening to her. She didn't do anything to deserve any of this.
All right, and these
Now, so that's the sentiment. But Carl wasn't listening. Blind Mike is blind, right? But other senses are heightened. But Blind Mike has only ever seen Keanu in situations where the audience just fucking hates her, which is most of the Dabbleverse. Keanu's audience actually likes her, and she doesn't get shit on in her own chat. There's not many people watching, but same goes here. Blind Mike was like, your audience hates you. Like, don't you see what's going on here? And Carl is so mad about Kiki that it's just, she's always the victim and makes me so mad. Well, listen to what Blind Mike's saying and maybe go, well, no, it's only when she's on Hughes' show and on, Dabbleverse shows that she's really getting fucking copping shit like this. But that just sets up to where we go next. I just wanted to show Carl literally saying, "It makes me so mad. She's always the victim." I'm going to play a clip of Carl now addressing Kiki. And if anyone's proud of this, seriously, I fucking quit. If you if you listen to this, and this is multiple times from Carl now over the last 6 months, where Carl has really shit on victims of domestic violence. Anyone that supports this right here, I fucking quit. Like, seriously, this is bullshit.
Dude, this is so fucking Keanu.
There are times I watch you talking to this guy. It's like, what are you doing? He's a piece of shit who hit three different women. Someone say 4, including me.
They
And-
love that though.
Wait,
I
Does Gino just call himself a
Someone say 4,
woman?
including me. And Keanu.
Yeah, so that's what Carl's about to say here. Right?
Oh, great. Sorry.
We'll wind it back. So yeah, that's Gino's joke. Pat Dixon's hit 3 women. Some would say 4, including me.
Mhm.
But no, just pay attention to Carl. That's what I want to say here.
See, at least Gino's trying to make a joke. Someone say 4, including me. And Keanu has to be the victim. They love that, though. Because, Keanu with her ex. And we know, Keanu, we've seen you cry on streams about it. We get it. You're a victim of domestic violence. Jesus fucking Christ, we get it.
She had to sit there, Robbie, while person after person, $2 at a time, reminded her about Jason Scoop beating the shit out of her and fucking her up. And we're supposed to be proud of this. We're supposed to go, oh, fucking get over it, Keanu. What the fuck? Like, what are we doing? What is wrong with us right now? This is wild to me that we're just so like, she's such a piece of shit. We're glad that guy beat the shit out of her. She deserved it. Like, without any fucking humor whatsoever. What happened to the jokes? You know what I mean? Like, Carl didn't give any context. Didn't give any context to the bullshit that she had to listen to. It's wild to me. It's genuinely wild to me that we are so caught up in this that it's funny to say Jason Scoop's a hero because he beat the shit out of Keanu Thompson. Like, it's wild. It is wild. I'm sorry. I had to say it. Go, Robbie.
I was gonna say this is why I stick to sports where we're much more rational and just send death threats over broken parlays at relief pitchers.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on the chat here. I was just I don't like to do a still tie. I don't like to read it while I talk because I don't want it to sway my thoughts. Yeah, look. What have we got here? Just do as counterpoint. Kiki initially brought up her DV for clout. Look, does that make it cool to just pepper her with the same bullshit? That's not. And again, it's lazy bullshit. Like, if you've got a funny joke about Kiki and Jason Scoop, funny's funny. I'll always fucking bow down to funny. Funny is funny. What's going on at the moment is just like, she seems like she's in your head or everyone's head. It's like, I don't want to make Kiki cry. I think Kiki's a fucking dummy, and it's fun to laugh at her. I don't see the fucking the humor in what's going on here. I think it's people genuinely trying to hurt her, and I say no. That's not what we're in it for. And I wanted to bring it up, but I also wanted to just point out again, Carl, what the fuck, man? Again, can we get a welfare check on Jenny Jingles? This dude is down for some fucking domestic violence. He's been very supportive.
If you took that, if you're like, what do you? I don't know how to preface this. That face there, and then you like, it's almost like not Mad Libs, but you ask somebody, what was he just talking about? You'd think he was talking about like his greatest day back as a child or something, like reminiscing about the good old days. No, he was just talking about domestic violence, and that's the face he's making. You know what I mean?
That is a good point. Kim Nicholson, look, I knew I'd get pushback from Kim. Thanks for the $2. Kiki takes links to play victim and shame others. I'm glad you're the first person to pop up. Thanks for $2. And pop up and say it. I was the first person to actually say, Kim, after your shit came out, I was the first person to say, hey, how about you listen to the woman's story and maybe don't just go for the fucking throat? Like, I know you're a victim, Kim, and I know Kiki's a victim. That's all I'm talking about right now is we're taking her one traumatic experience, the one thing that she can cling to say, I literally did nothing wrong here. Even if, yeah, I get it. She deserved to be beat. Look, it's funny. It's a funny thought that Kiki is so insufferable that like she deserves to get the shit beat out of her. That's a funny thought. The fact that she actually did, and we're going to remind her of it, that's where it stops becoming funny and becomes, what are we doing? What are we trying to do here? What's the, anyway, to bring some sanity back to the show, someone to fucking level us out a little bit after I've just lost the plot.
New Jersey Ranger 201. What a fucking moron you are.
Welcome, NJ. How you doing?
Sorry I'm late, gents. I'm a very sleepy boy this morning. This is very wild coming from Carl. Danny Brand deserved it hamburger. It's as my old man would say, shit does not happen in a vacuum. So
yeah, very good. You know what? I gotta give it. I gotta give it to you, Mickey. Funny's funny. I said it. Funny's funny. And sorry, Kiki, I find this funny. Keanu wanted to make a joke about domestic violence. Jason Scoop beat her to it. That's pretty good. I'm sorry. That's funny's funny.
His last name's really Hamburger.
No. How do you spell it, NJ?
Heberger. As a great man instructed us many a time.
Yes, and hopefully the great man will be watching us later on. Anyway, calm down, everyone. All right, I stuck up for Kiki in this instance. Kiki doesn't deserve that. Calm the fuck down. Be funny, or fucking fuck off. It's nonsense. Let's do something fun, hey?
Aaron's boring, and April adds nothing. It's gonna be great. We're scripting this morning. Come on. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's gonna be mediocre as fuck. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Just Jules. God, I miss Melton in the morning. Appreciate that. Look, Kim not impressed. She deserves whatever she begs Links to get. Fucking who did I see before? I saw. Oh, all right, fair enough. Fish called Wanda. Be funny. You should take your own advice. Well, I started the show with something different. I was actually making a point and fucking standing up for something we actually believe in around here. We don't just say it to make fucking Aaron Imhole seem like a monster. We believe it. But anyway, I'm not going to get angry because oh my God, fellas, I just had an amazing day with the toe. I listened to an entire Steel Toe morning show from this week. And we're going to be doing more than today's show. I got to tell you guys, I've got clips forever. I had to choose. I had to decide what I was going with today.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously there was one for me in particular that is going to be the basis of the Steel Toe segment today. 20 minutes straight of Steel Toe morning show that I could not believe is all ours. It's an exclusive to the United States of Australia. How this didn't go around the Dabbleverse blows me away. But before we get to that, I'm going to be a big tease because how did he start the show? I imagine our audience is asking because that's what I like to do. How did he start the show? Well, Wednesday morning, fellas, the toe starting to feel a bit ill, a bit sick. And he's going to tell us all about it. Clip number one.
Mute when I can. But I
I woke up this morning and I came down here, and I'll tell you this. I took Tylenol, cold and flu, but I'm out of.
Whoa. Hang on a minute. This sounds like a party is about to get started. Aaron, slow down. Let's make sure we understand all the dosages. I want to be up on the milligrams. This could be a serious situation.
But I'm out of the daytime stuff.
He's out of the
'Cause I
daytime
didn't plan on
business.
getting sick, so I didn't reload.
This is the next thing he said after that is, isn't it standard for every human being on planet Earth?
Plan on getting sick, so I.
Oh, fuck. Try again.
Because I didn't plan on getting sick, so I didn't reload my meds. I've got NyQuil and I've got Tylenol.
You just isn't usually the plan as you finish it, you buy a new pack, you're getting low. Oh, better restock so it's in there. Not I didn't plan. Nobody plans for that. No, it's just you work by the system, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's how that works.
Why am I breaking down this bullshit? Why is he even talking about it? Who gives a shit?
Tylenol, cold and flu, nighttime. But I said, this was my thought process. I went, it's okay. I can do the nighttime stuff because I've got a fridge full of Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 1 Celsius, and if the Tylenol cold and flu kicks in, I'll grab a 2nd Celsius.
Oh,
What I'm
perfect.
trying to say to you guys.
Whoa. Hang on a minute. Aaron, have you consulted a doctor about this situation? This is 2 Celsius, and he's got his fucking Tylenol days. And no, don't nights, isn't it? It's NyQuil
Mm-hmm.
and Tylenol. Oh, Aaron, calm the fuck down, dude.
Yeah. Just get crossfaded. That will result in a good 4-hour show.
Oh, dude, let me tell you, Aaron, do this every fucking day. This was.
Oh, you're telling me this is gold?
This is his greatest show ever. This was fucking amazing, man. It was the best, absolute best. I can't believe Clippers didn't. I think Clippers. I don't know if they search transcript for Dabbleverse or certain whatever, and anytime he gets to a story, it's just fucking move on.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a fucking doozy today,
Guys, is I'm never getting unsick. None of this is good. I might make a run to the grocery store and grab some fruit, eat some fruit today, eat some decent stuff. But coming down here feels good. Doing the show and all that. I just feel like my face is.
To me, that felt like. Oh no, isn't that amazing? As he was saying that, I just felt it. I just felt he realized I'm complaining about everything. Like it's almost like he's talking to a girlfriend, and it's like, oh, I've got to pretend to care about her as well. And he goes, "Oh, coming down here was great. Like I'm fucking happy to be sitting here talking to you people, but I feel like shit, and I want money for it. Can you just give me money? 'Cause I'm sick." But this is great. I love his fucking dramatic use of the hands, and this is a good one.
This okay. I haven't watched this guy regularly in more than a year. Folks in the audience, what do we think of this? At least to me, new Aaron shirt. To me, it seems very generic. No identifying quality of it other than just being like blue.
Yeah, it's funny that you say it like it is a new shirt, but it just feels like an old shirt. Like it's kind of your point, right? It's like I didn't notice, but you're right, it is. Like I've never seen this shirt before.
No.
Good pickup.
80 times its normal size, which is already too big. And no sauna today. I'm not going to go and get other people sick, even though I already did yesterday. It burns it away, right? But I felt better coming down here. So when I got down here, I thought to myself,
best in the world, top three of all time. I think was this. I think I've been through this. Like, I think I went through a cold, got over it, and got another one while Aaron was explaining how his fucking nose was stuffy.
if I said self. And he said, yeah, Aaron. I said, good to see you. First of all, no drama between us. And he said, amen. It is true. It is true. And
that's it, by the way, folks. That's what the Toe Boys love. That's Aaron being funny right there. That's where that is unique to Aaron in terms of like he's doing someone else's bit, but he'll do it to death better than anyone else. That is Aaron comedy right there. You just saw it.
I thought all we got to do is this first hour, and then we got Johnny in here, and I can kind of go.
What?
And then we got Johnny in here, so I can farm that shit out to Johnny because he is he's captivating.
Imagine that. Has anyone ever thought that? All I gotta do is just get through the first hour, and then Johnny's here. He's gonna fucking wobble his way into the room, and everything will be fucking much better. Jesus.
Even Johnny doesn't think that.
Exactly. Johnny's like, what? On his way to his fucking PC. What did he just say? Fuck you. I'm fucking mailing it in for my $50, you cunt.
Oh, that's good.
You know, manage my face and blow shit out of my head and all that other shit. Then Johnny at 5:52 this morning sends me a text and he says, I'm not.
Oh, now I know why he brought up Johnny could have been here because he was about to throw Johnny under the bus. Well played, Aaron. Well played. All right. We're all down for some Johnny bashing. Let's smash Johnny.
Then Johnny at 5:52 this morning sends me a text and he says, I'm not feeling well. I've got an appointment at 10:30. I want to get more rest for it. So I'm not going to be in today. And I'm like, which is fine. That Johnny.
Oh, it's totally fine.
He was like amping up, you know, he was like going up the ramp. He's about to launch. And then, it's fine, by the way. Now let me launch into how this fucks me over completely.
He gave that heads up. I appreciate that. But in my head, I'm just like, all right, boss, it's just us today. It's just us.
I found the only thing more cringe than calling Anthony Cumia boss is Aaron Imholt deciding he's boss and calling himself boss.
Maybe he was Shaka for a second to himself. Hey, boss, we's got to do a show this morning.
Wouldn't that have been great? Bring back Shaka, Aaron. Come on, dude. I'm gonna play some shit that I probably shouldn't play. Aaron has gone fucking balls out this week on Rumble. He's nuking his YouTube channel. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. He said some shit on this fucking stream that I'm like, bring back Shaka if you're gonna talk about this shit. Like, come on, dude. That was unique to you. And it was kind of funny. Like, it was probably your best stuff ever. Except what we've got coming. It's just that I keep going with that. This is great.
Got a perfect week on the line, and now nobody to blame but myself. So you guys, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. And like I said, 19 Red Boys, and I think we'll be A-okay. Silverwolf with $1.
Now, he just reminded me, 19 Red Boys, obviously his nose. But what's really stood out to me in when I was looking at the stream, their hair. The color is very different. And you'll notice at times when Aaron really gets his eyes fucking down the barrel of the camera, there's some real different color going on. Aaron, I think, is late for his hair coloring because this is very interesting. That's what's going on in this particular.
It's Timu Mel Kiper Jr.
Yes. You're going to see, it seems like his hair is more brown than black, as he likes it to seem. And his eyebrows in particular really show up in certain clips. But now that I don't know how many clips are just sitting there waiting for us to use later, I don't know. All right. Anyway, this clip number 2 is just how do I even explain what's going on here?
Okay.
If he didn't become president. See, I would keep that one under my hat. $1 from Scouse Ghost says everyone is dropping like flies. I was in hospital yesterday, really bad. and now waiting on an emergency MRI scan within 7 days. They want to make sure I don't have the big C in my spine.
Just with this super chat in mind, we do have the big TSN segment coming up later. Sorry, I don't know what reminded me of the Surely Network, but oh boy, Aaron's gonna riff, and it is my favorite. Aaron. When Aaron's doing comedy and he's trying to be funny, that is my favorite Aaron. I'm gonna say it. I do love catching Aaron, funny Aaron, in the wild, and here it is.
Because of my symptoms? Oh my God. I mean, be easy, Scouse Ghost. I hope it goes all right for you. I hope everything comes back negative, and I hope you stay positive. Except, I hope you have HIV.
Oh, Aaron, you were so close. Oh, you were so close. When he said negative, I was like, beautiful. You set up for it, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everything comes up HIV positive. Am I right? Something along those lines. But he said positive, and then he realized, and Aaron, it could have been the moment, the real moment where I laughed out loud. Except we all knew what was coming, didn't we? We know he was going to AIDS, but HIV, it's crazy across this show how he just falls back in. Like, I don't really watch full shows, you know what I mean? But how he just falls back in line of what are we talking about at the moment? The Jews. All right, something Jew. It's good fun. It is good fun. I see why the
That's the only one. I don't.
Oh yeah, no,
Let me be very clear. I don't want you to have cancer in your back. I hope that's not the case. That's not
beat it to death.
He's not done. He wants to reiterate this. Beat the dead horse is Aaron's style of comedy. So if you thought that was fun, get ready. This clip ain't anywhere near done.
Sounds terrible. And if you do, I hope you fight and you win. But I don't want you to have cancer. But just for the goof, I want the test to come back positive for HIV. Is that okay? Not even full-blown AIDS. I want you to have the manageable, I don't want you to have the soup broth thing. I want you to have, the just be careful where you stick it one.
All right, so he's really getting more descriptive. 1 minute and 3 seconds.
Is he like Spider-Man or something shooting out webs?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
call. Good call, Robbie.
I don't know why this clip is 5 minutes, but I hope he's not talking about this the whole 5 minutes. I really
Is that cool? So, let's pray today.
Okay.
No cancer for Scouse Ghost,
Yep.
but HIV in his back. That would be
Just in his
cool.
back?
From getting it blown out all those times.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Sorry, I'm sorry to stomp on your punchline there, Aaron.
He does a little bounce as well.
Yeah. I was concerned about, can you just get HIV in the back? I thought it was kind of all over the body. And yeah. Or are we taking this too seriously? Are we analyzing it too deeply?
Yeah.
Does Aaron have a joke coming?
Cancer for Scouse Ghost, but HIV in his back. That would be cool. From getting it blown out all those times.
Ha! Gay! He got him with the gay. And he's proud of himself. Look at this. Look at this face right now, folks. He's giving it the good sit-up. He's got the very proud face. He's looking over to the corner demon and saying, got him.
By the way, one thing about church that's very strange.
Oh, that's right. We're going to church, ladies and gentlemen. QZ, can you just calm down, mate? Huh?
I'm just having a seizure on the keyboard.
Yeah. We're going to church. This is a wild jump to church, just to begin with. He was talking about fucking a dude having HIV from getting fucked from behind. We're going to church. I want everyone to guess right now. This is fucking out of nowhere. I remembered where this is going. Put in the chat what topic you think we're going to hit. One of Aaron's favorite topics. Which one of Aaron's favorite topics are we going to hit in this church story? Robbie.
That the body of Christ is real and it's not a metaphor.
No. It's not religious. It's not religious, Robbie. No. We're talking about Toe's favorite topics, right? So we're talking the Jews, we're talking the blacks, we're talking the gay, the trans, etc., etc., etc. So do you want to try again?
Yes. I'll go with the trans.
You going with the trans? NJ?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same, but for sake of variety, I'll say that he goes with the Jays.
You going with the Jews? I'm going to keep you all waiting because the lovely Just Jewel has broken the super tip seal for this week's show, and we got voices. Oh wait, make sure I do that so it plays. All right, are we ready? Thank you, Just Jewel, for the almost $30. We'll call it almost 30. Thank you so much. That's very generous. Oh, hang on. What the fuck? It's not even working for me. What do you? God. Okay, NJ. All right, hang on. Sorry, Just Jewel. We're pausing the show. NJ, how do I get on Double Tips?
You get wait. You already have a Stripe account.
I do have a Stripe account. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask Flimsy.
That'd be great. I'd love to get on Double Tips.
Or
I had to create a new
Moody.
overlay today. I have to create a new overlay every week. Every single week, I have to create a new overlay. Never had an issue with the audio before. Audio not working. But I didn't even hear the audio that time.
Well, at least we're all in the same boat.
Oh, sorry.
And I didn't change anything from last week. You know, you've ever heard Shmuel do this where he's like, I go from like an EV Max to Stream Out, blah, blah. I didn't change shit. I just went from my show to my show. And that didn't fucking play. I don't even know what to say now. Other than I love you, Just Jewel. Thank you so much.
I'm not surprised. Moody doesn't follow me on Twitter. Usually the people that don't follow me are the least trustworthy.
No worries. It took me forever to type it in. I still see the misspellings trying to get it through this. I will pay this off. I will 100% pay this off, Just Jewel. And thank you so much. This will get played at some point. And if you want your money back, you can have it. Why suddenly do I not have volume on my voice tips?
Mooby.
Also, he follows everyone on the show except me. Like, what is it with me? What did I ever do to Moody?
That is that's the important issue right now, Robbie, is that he doesn't follow you on Twitter. I do get that. I do, and that's painful and hurtful for you. But
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you said so you do get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's good then.
I was just trying to fill the silence while you were trying to figure it out.
Now, just Jules, did you charge back? Just Jules? It doesn't exist anymore. Now it's not even on my fucking panel. It's not in the played section. It's not in the unplayed section.
Wow. Oh, Mooby is deleting super tips now.
You think I'm doing a bit for Double Tips right now? I'm not doing a bit. It disappeared. It didn't play. The audio didn't play, and then it disappeared.
Well, Dean, you know what Middle Eastern gentleman would never delete somebody's paid tip.
That is true. That is very, very true. God. Robbie is better at filling space than silence. Thank you for rating the gummy story. I needed a chuckle. This is clearly not going well for me tonight. Robbie has a Jesus complex, desiring followers. Yeah. No, just you. Of course, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have thought you would immediately just go fuck this. No, he didn't fucking have the audio right.
No,
Fuck
you're not
this.
panhandler.
No, I swear I never charge back. I don't. No, that's more to fucking just. Basically, there's got to be some clipper watching me flip out and be mad about for the third week in a row having to fucking figure out overlay that I hadn't had to change for fucking months. It had been the same shit for months. Suddenly I got to change it every week, and now the audio's not playing. And there's a fella named Flimsy Greenberg who's become a competitor. I guess is all I'm saying. Wait a minute, my finger slipped. What does that mean? What does that mean? Did you just fucking blue ball me? Just Jewel? Oh, fuck. Is that for the Kiki segment? Is that why? Is that why I'm getting that? Look, she's a victim, man. Come on. Don't tease me with money that I desperately need. The engineering alone is a miracle. It is. The engineering of Robbie's fucking makeup there. How he's still alive. How is he still alive?
My doctors ask me all the time.
Thank God, Justin. Thank God. That's a Panhandler reference. Yeah, look, none of us, who could forget the day Panhandler gave money he didn't want to give? Wait, the dumb old cunt does it all the time.
I wish that we had the Thouso emoji for that, because I would go, oh wait, how much money did Panhandler give? Then I put it up. I go, oh wow, that much. Oh wow.
At least he wasn't one of these people that's like, that's my fucking rent. That's my fucking Russian prostitute. He's went,
that's a little bit more.
All right, let's get back to Aaron. Aaron's having a fucking blast. He's on his fucking Tylenol days.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's fucking, I keep forgetting. He's NyQuil and he's Tylenol nighttime stuff. And he's just getting warmed up, folks.
And it shouldn't be strange. It should be fine, but I'm fucked up. We were praying for our piano player and organist this Sunday at the end of Mass.
No, he's not going to penis. He's not going to penis. I know he just heard organist. He's not. He's not going to go there, which I was disappointed. I thought as soon as he said organist, I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Brett Hollywood Show, can I make the obligatory Vic Dumb reference before 31% of the chat does? Well, Brett, I've seen some of your selfies, and you probably are 31% of the chat. So well done there with the Vic Dumb reference. Come on, fellas, you're supposed to laugh when I do a clever joke like that.
That's the we're again, this is a TSN themed episode, so
maybe sit in it, you cunts.
And everybody sticks out their hand. And this is like they would take a picture of a Catholic church.
Sorry, I distracted. We need to go back and focus on what the fucking toe is saying here, because he's telling stories, and these are good stories.
End of Mass, and everybody sticks out their hand. And this is like they would take a picture of a Catholic church, like Israel would, so they could go, look what these people do at their service. So you hold out a stretched hand toward the organist as the priest sends him a blessing. So you've got a church full of people going like this.
Oh,
you get it?
Fuck. Damn
Let's
it.
just go back, folks. It is a church full of people doing this.
Look, not that this is a point, but again, I am from outside of Mega City 1. My ma is a Catholic. My grandma is a very Catholic. I have seen that exactly 0 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I went to Catholic school till the 8th grade. We had to go to Mass once a week, even though I'm not Catholic. There was never the whole revival handout.
Yeah, that's where that's from. So yeah, that's Aaron, is this a little story that we wrote for ourselves, or
fellas, come on. No. Like Imholt with a bit of a fucking stuffy nose was cooking, my friends, and I'm not buying your bullshit. You guys are just trying to discredit the comedy genius of Aaron, because he ain't done it.
Going like this.
Okay. Oh,
and,
you can.
And I can't help it. I apologize. I can't help it. I'm looking around the church and I'm like, we all know what this looks like, right? Like we all know. Like there's still.
he's acting like he said that in church. Not that he, in his brain, went, "Oh, we're like." Maybe everyone had their hand up to say, "Yes, I support this guy." Whatever the fuck it was, wherever the hand happened to be, anywhere in, he went, "Hitler, how can I make my audience go Nazi? This is great." And so he was writing this bit in his head, and then he thought to himself, "We know what this looks like, right?" But he was trying to make it sound like he literally, in the middle of church, went, "Oh, we all know, right?"
Like it's some Family Guy skit or something.
Yeah, we're getting Ziggy in it with it right here, right? Jesus Christ.
Still a little bit of that heathen, sinful asshole still in me. Just when you think I've become full on, Catholic, don't have a sense of humor anymore, whatever.
Yeah. When you became Catholic, Aaron. When you became Catholic. What date was that he became Catholic? Was that his court date for sentencing?
Did he actually get confirmed?
Before it happened.
Did he actually get confirmed? Like, do the whole thing, or did he just start showing up to church to be part of
Presumably, Robbie, he was the first go around,
Yeah.
but he's rediscovering his faith. And who am I to judge?
Oh, yeah.
He goes, Jesus.
I'll judge. If you won't, I will.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Robbie. I appreciate you, because I find it hard to really criticize this man. So I appreciate you stepping up and saying, "Fuck this guy." Oh, fuck. Yeah. Let's try again.
If you gay rape someone in
Whoa, hang on.
Whoa!
How did we get there? What were we just talking about?
That's crazy.
I forgot that it went there. Where were we? Hang on.
like a shitload of people Sieg Heiling.
Okay.
Oh, God.
That's right. They were Sieg Heiling in church. All of them at the organist. And he had nothing for organist. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
nothing on that.
In the words of the great Chad Zumach, when I zig, I zag. That's again. We would do the joke about the organist. My old man would always, whenever we'd hear somebody say concert pianist, he would say concert penis. Like there's a lot that you can do there, but no, we had to make up a little story about something that went on at church that reminded you of Nazi stuff.
He's like, you know how people talk about anti-comedy, like with Clearwater Chat and all that, right? Like brevity is the soul of wit, right? That's the famous quote. Aaron is like literally coming around the mountain as slow as possible, making everyone aware. Hello, punchline on the way. Punchline. Hey, punchline. Everyone gets to know there's a punchline on the way. To then you hit the punchline and go, well, fuck, didn't know that was coming. I've forgotten my point. So I've got to move on. Because we're about to get some gay rape, and that kind of threw me off. And I want to get to the gay rape.
Sure.
We've got, I'm going to keep, oh God, I'm way behind in the chat. Holy shit. You guys have a lot to say about my illness. Thank you for being here today. This is a lot of audience participation.
Yeah, we've got fuck all going on, to be honest. Everyone was fucking all carried away when I was sticking up for Kiki, and you're all sitting there going, fuck her. She deserves to get the shit beat out of her. Kick her in the face, piss on her mouth. She likes that. Don't piss in her mouth. Whatever. Now, I want people to get involved, all right?
If you will. Annoyed Wawa supervisor says the last time you weaponized your illness, Mikey had to do the rest of his sentence with a blanket and broth. I've never fucked anyone in the ass.
Whoa, hang on. That's a weird denial. I didn't hear any reference to.
Is that the face you'd make if you were denying being gay?
It does. Let's go back.
Mikey had to do the rest of his sentence with a blanket and broth. I've never fucked anyone in the ass.
Oh,
Look at this man. He's just like, what's going? Who found out?
Oh, this is like Hannibal Lecter shit. This is creeping me the fuck out.
Can't wait till we get to some of the brown hair and brown eyebrow situation. When you get the right light, his head turns in the right direction. Oh my goodness!
He's got that Stuttering John Kikoman sponsorship. You think?
Yes, I think he does.
While I was in jail, it was 6 days. If you gay rape someone in jail in a 6 day sentence, you're just a gay guy. That's not like, oh, I did.
I'm going to go ahead and say, if you're gay raping, full stop, you're probably a gay guy.
Sure.
You know? Now, just a gay guy? No, I think you're a gay rapist if you rape. You're not just a gay guy. You know? Most gay guys, I think I can go out on a limb here and say, most gay guys don't like to be raped.
Sure.
You think that's fair, Robbie?
No, I'm not gay. How would I know?
Aaron is so desperate to be edgy. He does such edgy shit on this episode. And for a man in his situation, what do I say, NJ? Aaron Imholt is what? He's twice convicted.
Convicted of crimes against women.
Specifically harassment.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see what was coming from Aaron, and I thought, wow, you think a man can't change?
It because I needed to, I needed release. It's like, no, you just wanted to fuck that guy in the butt, and then you have to argue with the person, be like, oh no, but it was just for the dominance. It wasn't gay. All right, play the applause thing real quick. I'm going to see if I can blow my nose.
Way too much about this.
What was that? Like, that's sorry. My last part of the clip is setting up a clip later. Last part of setup. This is why I titled it. How do you set this up? Like, where did this all come from?
Do the rest of his sentence with a blanket and broth. I've never fucked anyone in the ass while I was in jail. It was 6 days. If you gay rape someone in jail in a 6 day sentence, you're just a gay guy. That's not like, oh, I did it because I needed to, I needed release. It's like, no, you just wanted to fuck that guy in the butt. And then
timing, I get what he was trying to do there. And Aaron, credit, like, the overall design of that little bit could have been funny. He's got no clue about timing, delivery, any of it. Like, I could see the humor in what he was just doing. But he stinks. He fucking stinks.
Yeah, he does.
Then you have to argue with the person, be like, oh no, but it was just for the dominance. It wasn't gay. All right, play the applause thing real quick. I'm going to see if I can blow my nose with the mic muted by the time it takes the, what do you call it? The applause to die down.
All right. I got a theory. He's got a little sniffle that is fuck all, and he's milking the fuck out of it, trying to get donations. Watch this man blow his nose right now, and you tell me if you feel like anything came out of that nose at all. And I'm not talking like get descriptive about. I'm just saying, just watch this for a blow of a nose. I find this very, very disappointing. I think all the women to go, that's the weakest blow of the nose I've ever seen in my life. What's your verdict, folks? Let's go back. Look at this. This is just for show. Prove me wrong. This is just for show. What is that?
Performative.
What the fuck? That is not a
winner.
That is not a blow, any decent, real blow of the nose. That was, look at me, I'm sick, give me money. Right? Prove me wrong. No one will.
Winner, mucus dinner. All right. They're saying take a walk with Gordy. That should help. Yeah. I'm thinking that if I'm not contagious, although there's no way this can't give somebody something, I think I kind of want to go to the gym and sit in that sauna or that steam room.
You just said that you weren't.
for a while. Hulgamasha Baby says 400 Red Boys to see you get jackhammered. All right, start making with the 400 Red Boys. Let's go.
He doesn't even know what the jackhammered means. I remember what the jackhammered means. He doesn't right now. He's like, just 400 Red Boys, give it to me. Let's hear it again. Jackhammered.
Hulgamasha Baby says 400 Red Boys to see you get jackhammered. All right, start making with the 400 Red Boys. Let's go.
Give him that. Bring the dick to me, right? That's immediately 400 Red Boys. Yep. Stick him in my face. Now I've forgotten the reference because I got too fucking caught up in how he was just welcoming him. Bring him. You know, a wave of cocks. Just shove him in my face. Oh, why did I give that fucking soundbite to anyone? What is wrong with me? 2 mates to drink today. That's dangerous. Haven't done that in a long time. Anyway.
Oh, let's go. Veldrain with $1. That's a blue boy. I think 400 blue boys we would win today, too. So there's that.
All right, Aaron.
Veldrain with $1 says, it could just be me, but I noticed with CBS, ABC, and MS Now, no...
I need to pause because Kraut Cat is here. And let's see if I can yell at Moody again. Not that I've changed anything, but like it should show up on screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom! Thank you, Kraut Cat, for the $5. And that is a licking tongue, is it?
No.
And Jay, do you want to describe that for me?
I would say that that's a like a medium to short length donger is what he's.
Oh, I see. Yeah. See, now that I look at it like that, see, that's how I can prove I'm not gay, because I thought it was a tongue going for a pussy. I don't know. I've drunk too much today. I apologize, folks. I hope I don't ruin my big thing where I'm going to destroy the Shuli Network. Coming up later today, I expose the Shuli Network. Somehow. Don't remember how. Stick around. See if I remember how I'm going to expose the Shuli Network. Anyway, let's do this.
Trump bashing, is that reserved for an approval rating above 50?
Oh, that's right. I got to set this up. This is just like the let's go back to neutral position of the show. Like they've been having a bit of fun, right? Let's hit the standard spot on the show.
400 blue boys we would win today too. So there's that. Veldrain with $1 says it could just be me, but I noticed with CBS, ABC, and MS Now, no Trump bashing. Is that reserved for an approval rating above 50? Bapa Shab, do you want to help him on that one? I don't want to say it on the show. Let's have
and you guys got any clues? Aaron doesn't want to say it on the show, so it must be like Kayla Ricada, or who else might it be? It's not something he would say on the show though. So you got to rule out the blacks, the Jews, the trans, the gays. Rule them out. He doesn't want to say it on the show, so it couldn't be any of those. Could it? What's your guess, NJ?
I think we're going to be bitterly surprised when it is one of the main food groups of Steel Time Morning Show.
Bapa Shab, say it in the chat. Veldrain, or Bapa Shab, Veldrain wants to know why CBS, ABC, and MS Now aren't bashing Trump. You guys want to take that? I mean, I'll take it. I'll absolutely tell Veldrain why CBS, ABC, and MS Now are not bashing him, but I just figured you guys would want this one. Yeah, Bapa Shab in the chat writes, Jew. Yes. It's because you've been told your whole life that they're all lefties and Trump's a righty and all that. There is no left and right. There is no Democrat and Republican. There's none of that shit. Donald Trump is doing Israel's bidding. He's doing the bidding of Zionist Jews, and the media is run by Zionist Jews. I'm sorry. I apologize. Roots.
Is this why his numbers are plummeting? He's clicked on to the fact that the Jews fucking run everything, and if you talk shit about the Jews, you don't get to play with the Jews. Jews. Do I get numbers now for saying Jews all the time, Aaron? What are you doing? What's the point of all of this? NJ.
I mean, I don't look. He was on this tip in a much more ham-fisted way for years, and now I guess that Aaron has learned, if you could call this nuance. It's nuance compared to just like Aaron of years. Yeah, for Aaron, this is a nuanced take. So now he can, and like Donald gives him the material to be like, because he is up Israel's ass, but also the previous president was, and you weren't really going with that angle, Aaron. So I don't get that particularly.
Well, I think Aaron is probably more bound by the Erica song that gets him to the goal. Prime
the pump.
Yes, exactly. Got to make sure they're reminded, fuck the Jews, before we hit the Erica music. I just saw Robbie shake his head. I deliberately slowed down and I can really deliver that just for you, Robbie.
I know. That's why I shook my head. It had nothing to do with what you were saying. It was you. I just knew you were trying to piss me off.
See, we love each other. You know, stop telling me I bully him.
You do.
All right. That was the end of that clip. I think it's time. I think it's time to get to the best thing I could have ever possibly found until we get to TSN later. Wait, fuck, which one is it? No, it's not that one. No, it is that one. No, it's that one. All right. This clip, Aaron just goes on to a new story, right? And it's pretty innocuous. It's like he's talking about red flags with women. Everyone, I seriously, I want you to sit down, get comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fucking ride that we're going to go on. And I want you all to be really paying attention and focused, because I didn't even know where I was going when this started. But my instinct said clip it.
Something that's been going viral over the last 2 days. This guy, LT Jonathan Kendrick, or Pliskin Patriot on Twitter, he took a clip. I think this is from one of those really big independent movies that's doing crazy at the box office right now. I think it's a clip from that, but he made a meme on.
That reminds me, I meant to fucking research this just so I'd know, because I'm like, I'm the same as this cunt. I don't know what anything new is, but I could have, if I was presenting this, I could have researched where the pic comes from. But I assume you two will know exactly where it comes from, what this meme is based on.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Twitter, and it has sent feminist Twitter into an uproar. They are very angry about this, and it's not the kind of anger like you're a piece of shit. It's a kind of anger that comes with caveats and explanations, which just goes to show he may have been making the meme as a joke, but I think there's a lot more truth to this than he ever intended to include. It's all
right, so you guys want to predict, because he's talking about red flags here, all right? And you don't have to I'm giving you a heads up. You don't have to predict right now. Right? You can think about it. You can listen to the next little bit. But I want you guys to predict where Aaron's going here. And I do want to remind our audience at this time, this is Aaron Imholt, twice convicted for crimes against women, specifically harassment. I just want to make that clear. But yeah.
It's that picture of that girl pouting. And again, I don't know if this is in that movie or in that TV show that Sydney Sweeney did, or if this is in one of those independent movies, but this was viewed by.
So it's that girl pouting. All right. That's a little bit more info. You know, that girl pouting.
Yeah, I know which meme it is.
Yeah, same.
You do, Robbie?
Yeah.
Jay, are you up to date on it? All right.
I don't know what it's from. I've just seen everyone in my feed using it. So
it's from this this movie. He's right. It's not from a Sydney Sweeney thing. It's from This movie that's out now and it was like made on a really low budget, and it's done well.
Yeah. Josie, why not show the girl power? It's coming. It's coming. I'm pausing to give everyone the opportunity to think what might be coming, because you're wrong. Whatever you thought of, you're fucking wrong. You've got no idea where this is going, and this is amazing. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
By tens of millions of people, retweeted by thousands of people, including myself. This was amazing. Now, if you know a woman like this, congratulations, you are entered into the club of not knowing how to spot red flags and acting upon them. I'm in that club.
Whoa, all right. You got a bit more information now.
Okay.
There's a big red flag coming. Anyone clued onto this red flag yet? No. All right, let's let him talk more.
And I'll be honest, the first listener that came to my mind when I saw this was Roots. So, Roots, you tell me if...
Poor old Roots Calhoun getting dragged into his fucking weird...
Wild knowing what the meme is. Like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You've ever had a woman like this. And the fact that so many women are angry about this, and the fact that so many men have retweeted this, and the fact that so many men have re-memed this shows you that this kind of woman is a little too popular for us to say we live in a healthy society. So it's the pouty girl from...
All right. Everyone ready? Here we go.
Again, I think it's one of the movies that's out now. And it says how your girlfriend looks at you when you ask her to block the guy who, in quotations, raped her in 2019.
Good joke. This is funny. It's funny. Because, yeah, someone saw that pic and went, this would be funny. Everyone ready to get really, really, really uncomfortable? Like, really uncomfortable? Let's do it.
Now, the minute I saw this meme, I felt better. Because you know, like when people do one of those cancer grifts where they don't really have cancer, but they try to do a GoFundMe and they shave their head and they sit in a wheelchair voluntarily and throw events for themselves. It's really hard to spot those people because you don't want to be the person who goes, you don't have cancer, you're bullshitting. Because what if you're wrong and it's an uncomfortable thing to do? Well, it's the same thing when some pick-me says, oh, yeah, and I was raped. And you're like, oh, my God, rape is a terrible thing. I don't want anybody to be one of the...
Twice convicted for crimes against women. Twice convicted.
The world's raped. That's a terrible thing. So you don't really question it. But then they start volunteering information about the rape. Now, the number one red flag is I never went to the cops. There were never any charges. Like,
that is a big red flag. If a woman claims rape and there's no cops, no charges, that bitch is lying. Like, clearly, if she's not been to the cops, you got no idea how wild this gets. This is, I'm so giddy. I can't wait. I'm just looking at you two and your faces. I just can't wait to watch you listen to this, because this gets oddly specific and weird.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, everyone buckle up. This is the best thing.
Okay, that seems fucked up, but like we've allowed women to build in so many excuses for that you can't even question that anymore.
The excuse is like, I was terrified. I'm terrified for my life. Maybe I'll lose my job. All of this different shit. All these things that women should be afraid of. They're excuses.
Yeah, woke.
The other thing is they'll start going into detail about how they knew them and how it went down. Like they'll start telling you, oh, and here's how it happened, and here's not like, well, I guess I got that explanation, but like,
wait, what? Whoa. Now this has got very personal, very specific. Now everyone in the chat is thinking about who could this possibly be. I mean, I think we all know who Aaron is trying to tell us it is. But we ain't going to do that, Aaron. Like, he's desperate for attention. And he's doing this shock jock bullshit. You'll hear a rant later, but this is a tease to get clipped. He was trying to get clipped. And you did, Aaron, because this is fucking insane what you're trying to do right here. A man that is currently on probation for your behavior towards women. This is a bonkers route to take. This really is bonkers.
As the story is being told, you start getting uncomfortable. You're just like, this is weird. This doesn't sound like, I don't know. This is sounding a little iffy to me. This is sounding a little bullshitty. And you're just, and again, if you've dated women like this is kind of like a support system.
All right. Raise your hand if you've dated a woman that told you about being raped. All right. So we have a poll of 3 and none of us raised our hand. So 0 out of 3 on our poll has not experienced this, but this is apparently very, very common. Very common.
Here, this guy's tweets, because it shows you're not alone. And it's like, well, you still talk to the guy after. Well, you did this. And there's like a million excuses. And again, they've all been given substance. They've all been given backing by society. Even it kind of gaslights your own instincts. You're like, well, millions of years or hundreds of thousands of years of evolution developing these instincts, these kind of bullshit detectors, tells me that this is all bullshit. But society has also told me that if I even dare ask questions about this, I'm a complete piece of shit. So I don't want to simplify this too much.
Has Aaron gone the route that we've been being too soft on these fucking rape victims? Time to fucking hold them accountable for their actions. Is that the route he's chosen here?
That's exactly what and he's also like, he is conflating, a victim of rape. He's making that implausible when a former partner of mine, a guy I was seeing, whatever. He's putting that in the same category as, say, if you've ever heard Scarlett Hampton about her experiences with medical procedures, apparently she can't go to CVS to get a flu shot without somebody graping her. Now, do I believe that just because of the statistical likelihood of every time you go to the doctors, this happens? No, I'm a stats guy. It doesn't pan out like that. But Aaron wants you to apply that same level of skepticism to situations that you have there's no reason. But then again, he says that these are all excuses that we have society have allowed to be permissible.
We've given these whores an out, NJ. We've given them an out where it's like, oh, you can go say you didn't want to do it the next day when you look at a man like Aaron Imholt and go, oh, I wish I didn't do that. But no, he's not even that. This is how much of a cuck Aaron Imholt is, right? He's not even the rapist. He's the dude that gets told the rape story. That's wild.
I've definitely experienced something like this. And I wonder how many of you have, and I'd love to hear those stories. But this guy tweeted this out, and it hadn't gone viral yet when I saw it. And then I kept checking on it yesterday.
He was fucking, has it got 10,000 views yet? Come on. By the way, something hit me when I was watching some of this shit from the HRO hearings, and Aaron talking about the pictures at Hackamania, the pics of him topless, as we all giggle about the topless photos. Something hit me that what makes it revenge porn, right? I'm actually going to go to bat for Aaron now. Jesus Christ, look at me. I'm crazy today. Aaron's humiliation fetish, right? It's very real. It is very real. When those pictures were displayed at Hackamania, that became porn. That became sexual to Aaron because he was being humiliated in front of an audience and a pay-per-view crowd. Suddenly, that was sexual to Aaron. He was cranking it harder than he's ever cranked it when that shit was going on. So I'm kind of on his side with that. I think that is revenge porn now. That made it sexual.
And more men were like, oh my God, I can relate. And then they started adding more situations to this meme. And then women started going, like one of the defenses I saw women try to make is they were like, you would think women would go, no, we don't do this. This is bullshit. This is just incels making it up. And I get that. But I saw a response from a woman who was like, actually, the reason we don't do that is because sometimes we knew them and like we're not just going to cut them out of our lives. And I'm like, red flag,
All right. I want everyone to see if you could pick the moment. This becomes a very real speech to a human being in Aaron's life. Like, this is no longer about the meme. This is about someone. I wonder who, but someone. This takes another turn all of a sudden.
That's right there. Biggest red flag I can think of. No, if he raped, we cut him out of our life. That's what we do. And, ever since the definition of rape became you acted like a hoe the night before and you regret it this morning, we've had a lot more of these.
Twice convicted.
Let's call them pick-me rapes, where a woman can use it to.
Dude. See, Carl, I didn't fucking bury you completely, Carl. I knew this was coming. I know, I shit on you a bit earlier, but Jesus Christ, Aaron. Like, optics, dude. You're on probation. Think about it. Hey, you were in court. You were in court 2 days after this, saying how you're afraid and you need protection. Motherfucker. I mean, it's funny. I'll give you that. It's funny. This is the best shit you've ever done. Seriously, dude. Best shit you've ever done. He's not even begun yet. This clip, we're at 5 minutes into a 20-minute clip. This ain't even started cooking yet.
Look like a damsel into distress to a new simp that they meet. And then he'll just completely roll out the red carpet for her, treat her fantastically, which she will not appreciate later. So, I love women. I think relationships are great. And I actually...
Did we all get the feel of that moment then? That was the moment, right? It clicked. You saw it in his face and everything.
Hey, he loves women.
Oh, shit. Went back too far.
Like a damsel into distress to a new simp that they meet. And then he'll just completely roll out the red carpet for her, treat her fantastically, which she will not appreciate later. So, I love women. I think relationships are great. And I actually think most women are great.
Most women. It's just the cunts that won't do what I think they should do.
This is
I feel the discomfort in the room, right? I feel it in chat. I kicked off the show in an uncomfortable way because I knew today was going to be uncomfortable. Everything we're talking about today is uncomfortable. And it's going to get more uncomfortable just with Aaron right now.
But there needs to be something between total simping and these incels that just swear off women altogether. There is a
Aaron, involuntary is the in. They didn't swear off women. Women swore off them. Voluntary. That's not a choice, dude. Not a choice. But please, continue to cook. I'm feeling young, and I'm saying you're cooking right now. I love this.
A large batch of women who are giant red flags. There are large groups of men who are giant red flags. The only difference is men don't sit here and come up with a playbook on how men can explain away their red flags. We're like, oh, yeah, our buddy Jay, yeah, he's a piece of shit. I love him, but he's complete garbage.
I loved your face then, Jay. And still, your current face is amazing.
What the fuck is the manosphere? What is red pill shit? What is that if not a way to, I'm Brian Callen, again, a famed what I like to call an allegations boy. Brian Callen of Me Too fame. would go on about women's biological predisposition to want to be raped. They use pseudoscience to reinforce these points and to explain away their bad behavior. And that's what it is. It's behavior. Aaron acting that men look at the scared face that he's making because he knows that he's full of shit. What's the worst about this is that none of this shit. It's why my favorite Aaron shirt is the Hack Comedian one. Because none of this is new. I have seen this a zillion times, and he thinks that he's really spitting right now.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. Again, I said it earlier in the show. Aaron, when he's riffing, Aaron being funny is my favorite Aaron. It's just like, now I know now, like when he's doing his shit, like where he's like spinning bullshit, whatever, like it's like, yeah, I can get that you would be trying to piss Carl off and get Carl to talk about you, or trying to piss someone off to get him to bite on it. Yep. But when you're riffing, there's no hiding from that. I know when you're riffing, and I love when you're riffing, dude. It is good fun. And again, 6 minutes in, and dude, we're just climbing up to the top of the hill. We've got a fucking wild ride on this roller coaster still to come. This is a bold strategy from a man that's twice convicted against women.
Like we all have friends like that where we're like, oh, greatest guy I know. He'd fucking drop everything to come help me fix my car or go to a ball game with me. If I'm going through a breakup, he'd be right there.
You guys remember we mentioned Roots earlier?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was just wondering, maybe Roots is the.
That's my guy.
No offense, Roots. So Aaron's saying it.
Yeah, he's throwing him under the bus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, if I were a woman, I would never date him. He's a complete piece of shit. So I wanted to go to the chat and see how you guys related to that one.
Oh, no.
Let's first go to Veldrain. He's with $1. He says, dang it, I didn't have a Negro wearing a kippa on my bingo card. Well, he had power, so.
That was a story before. I'm sure you're aware of this one, NJ. Eric Adams went to Israel.
Hey, it's me, Eric Adams. I love the wall. I'm going to kiss it because I love it so much.
I did have it clipped, but, it's had so much to get to today.
I get it.
He had to. Bill Grant says, Roots, he is thinking about you when he jerks off. Yeah, that didn't come out right. Right? McBuster says, I just saw the cleavage and wondered if her boobs were real. That's actually the correct answer. Roots says, I am not in that club. What the fuck? I kind of thought you would date girls like that. I did. I kind of thought you would have dated girls. I'm not saying you're the raper.
Yes, he was. Now he's clicked of like, I'm feeling like Aaron spilled some beans. Perhaps that was the thought I got when Roots put that in. I'm not that person. What the fuck? That made me think Roots had been accused of something before unfairly. I'm not saying Roots, hey, shout out. I'm saying that Aaron had knowledge of an unfair accusation and he's just made it public. That's how that felt right there. Look at his face. Look at how uncomfortable he is after being called out on it.
Look at his gullet fill up with nervousness.
It's
raper. I'm saying you're the guy who's maybe missed a red flag or two and had one of these crazy chicks. Tarnished Maiden says clearly it's a red flag, 100%. 09 Canyon says, I'm pretty sure most people don't go to the cops when they are sexually assaulted by someone they know. Go to the cops.
Oh, okay. So just do it. Oh, that's a great answer. Perfect.
Yeah. This is like, I know they've been like going over this for years, right? Police departments, rape advocates, like battered women, all that. Just Jewel right here. Ha, 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 ha. JB. Because James Baumer's being funny, right? Rapes Calhoun, which is very funny. But I don't even know what my point was. Let's just let this man cook because This is about all women, not just one woman. This is about all women. We need to protect all women.
Enough. Enough of fucking society saying rape is the worst thing ever, which it is. And then you get raped and it's like, it's okay if you don't go to the cops. No, go to the fucking cops.
Wait. we got to wind back. Something happened, right? Listen to this again.
Who's maybe missed a red flag or two and had one of these crazy chicks. Tarnished Maiden says clearly it's a red flag, 100%.
Here we go.
09 Canyon says, I'm pretty sure most people don't go to the cops when they are sexually assaulted by someone they know. Go to the cops. Enough. Enough of fucking society saying rape is the worst thing ever, which it is. And then you get raped and it's like, it's okay if you don't go to the cops. No, go to the fucking cops. Go to the fucking cops. Report the cocksucking crime so that the next person who goes through it will have the guts and have the backing to go to the police.
All right, we're all uncomfortable now, right? Like this got real. This got very real very quickly.
Is he doing really... network? Is he doing Geno? Like what is this that he's doing?
We've got Just Jewel is predicting everyone. Is it fucking Kayla went to the cops? Ashley went to the cops. Was that a guess, Robbie? Or... Look, it feels to me that given his hints, Aaron likes to drop the breadcrumbs, given his hints, it feels like April told him a story that made him uncomfortable. It does feel that way. Just Jewel says, as a matter of fact, April also went to the cops from what I've surmised. Well done, Just Jules. Maybe she should have gone to the cops sooner because she could have been living the high life like this man, Aaron Imholt, who's about to turn up the heat on rape victims. These bitches. No, NJ, I saw your face just then. How dare you? These dumb bitches that go and get raped. Why don't they go to the cops? Like, come on, man. They need to be told. They need to be abused into believing. Go to the cops. What is wrong with you, rape victim?
They should go straight from their abusive home or the bathroom stall of a nightclub right to the cops. Right there. Exactly.
Yep. But Aaron,
I get it.
I just expressed it in a really clumsy way of like these dumb rape bitches. Like Aaron's about to really show us how we can deliver the message.
Yeah. I mean, holy fuck. The demonization of rape is great. That's wonderful. It's terrible. We should execute these cocksuckers who actually do it.
This is can we get a PSA out on the air immediately of this man right now?
Rape is bad, okay?
This is the greatest condemnation of rape I've ever seen in my life.
Fuck. The demonization of rape is great. That's wonderful. It's terrible. We should execute these cocksuckers who actually do it. But
why are there veins bursting out of your face as you are praising the death of rapists? It's pretty wild. And we're so far from done on this. This does get more wild, folks. I know it feels pretty crazy now, but this man is not done. He's really thinking about how we can help rape victims. And he's going to do it all on NyQuil and Tylenol.
Passiveness with which we treat women going, I don't want to go to the cop. Nope, sorry, it's a rape. You got to go. You got to report the rape. What you're saying is this guy is...
Wait. How does that guy know it's a rape? He would have been a witness, which means he can report it, right?
Is he suggesting that there's like an umpire that walks up to the rape victim and goes, "You're out of here"?
No, they go to the ABS rape system,
Yeah. And again, twice convicted for crimes against women. Look at this man addressing rape victims. Look at this facial expression right now. It's time to report the rape. It's time.
A dangerous, evil, manipulative rapist. And I'm going to do everything I can to keep him on the street so he can rape somebody else. It's fucking bullshit.
Wait, whoa. Did he just not only victim blame, he blamed victims for future victims. That is, has anyone ever done that before? I'm not across all of the misogynistic pieces of shit in society, but this does feel like this man blamed the victim for future victims for. Wait, what? Well, I don't. Hang on.
A dangerous, evil, manipulative rapist. And I'm going to do everything I can to keep him on the street so he can rape somebody else. It's fucking bullshit.
I'm going to do everything I can. Who raped someone that made him feel inadequate? This is those people that are like bothering Coach Scott right now, trying to get shit on Nick Recator. Can you go bother everyone in St. Cloud and find out who bothered Aaron with the story of their rape?
Aaron's the type of dude to have a girlfriend recount a story of her being raped, and his response is, "Was he bigger than me?" Folks,
He was, wasn't he? You fucking whore. That's you're right. You're fucking right. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know, folks. This is wild. And we're so far from done. Hello, this is the rape hotline. Aaron speaking. How the fuck can I help you? Oh, you're a fucking whore. You had your miniskirt on, did ya? Fucking.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. He's talking about shit being permissible in society, and he's bagging on Me Too, whatever. Aaron, where the fuck did Me Too come from? Could it have come from the fact that we were for hundreds of years at a minimum? Because as we know from this year, America only goes back as a nation 250 years, at least hundreds of years for us. Super permissible about doing that to women. But now it's about that we're too permissive of not reporting it right after it happens.
I love, I get it with, the whole race game, like I don't like to touch the race thing. But when it comes to men versus women, I've got a pretty solid take on that. And that is, rape is bad. Victim. Victim, no. Victim, not predator. Victim. That one seems pretty easy to me, but what do I know? Because we're 8 minutes into a fucking 19-minute clip, so Aaron's got thoughts.
That there is very little that feminism has done in the last 20 or 30 years that hasn't completely fucking set women at a giant disadvantage socially while gaslighting them into thinking it's making them more empowered. It's beyond frustrating.
That sounds like he's bothered by women reporting rape. That's where this is starting to turn in that direction, because that's what feminism has pushed, hasn't it? Report the rape. It'll. I know it's hard. It is difficult to confront the situation, but it will help other women be brave as well. That's the message that's been pushed in recent times.
Yeah, and surely in back in the halcyon 1950s times, where women had to stay home all day, get beat by their husbands, and resort to pills to regulate their stress about it. Surely that was a better time to report being raped, right? That was more prevalent back then, right? If this is so bad, again, the post-feminism time is so bad. Surely it was better for that back then, right, Aaron?
Well, NJ, I think you're getting confused, right? Because back then you reported for rape, or the rape. You know, yeah. See what I did there? This is high class wit.
I mean, the most selfish fucking thing I can think of is being raped or sexually assaulted and not going to the fucking police about it.
That is the greatest quote of all time. Can we go back to the replay, ladies and gentlemen? What we just got is being raped is one of the most selfish things you can do. We are going back. He literally just said that. Oh, damn it. My mouse is playing up.
Next woman, he's going to do it too. No, you have a duty to.
Wait a minute. I fucked this up completely.
Empowered. It's beyond frustrating.
Here we go.
I mean, the most selfish fucking thing I can think of is being raped or sexually assaulted and not going to the fucking police about it. There's a fucking rapist running loose and you're allowing him to be out there. Look, you don't give a fuck about your rape, fine. But what about the next woman he's going to do it to? No, you have a duty to go to the police and go, this guy's a fucking rapist. We need to put him away.
To be clear, if you happen to get raped and don't go to the police, you're basically a rapist, is what Aaron is saying. It is your fault. What is wrong with you? This is a man that is desperate for attention, right? Like, this is the wildest take I've ever heard anyone have, especially a man that's twice convicted for crimes against women and is on probation.
Again, none of this is in broad strokes. None of this is new. I've heard a zillion idiots, especially on the platform where he got that meme from, say similar shit. But this is somehow he figured out the lead into gold thing. Like, this is the end state, if you will, as it were, of all of those terrible takes. It's now been refined down into actually the rape victim is helping. The rape victim, in fact, is the rapist's best friend.
Which is a really good metaphor for this show. Because Robbie and I are friends.
The minute I hear someone say, oh, I was raped, and then they go, but I didn't want to turn the guy in, I don't believe you. I'm sorry. You forced me in this society to say these words. If you don't go to the police to put a stop to this fucking demon, I don't believe you. I'm sorry. Again, I'd love to believe all women.
So, anyone noticing the color here? Like, this is where it really hit me when he got really rolled up about the rape victims not reporting rapes. He got very angry about it, and I started to notice the color, and he's looking a bit orange, like the sign, a bit red. Is it a lighting issue? Is it he hasn't dyed the hair? NJ, what's your thoughts?
I think that we're looking at a sick man. I think that's a long,
literally and figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, do you guys think you've heard the crazy? At this point, I don't even remember how wild it gets. But do you think you've heard the craziest shit he could possibly say? Like, he literally just blamed a victim of rape for allowing further rape. Do you think he could get wilder than that? I honestly don't remember.
Next, he's going to say death penalty for the person that got raped.
That's where we're going.
Known too many. Like, imagine that. Imagine you're a guy and you say, oh, somebody murdered my mother, but I know the guy. I'm not going to go to the cops about it. Well, then fuck you.
That's, I think we call that a false equivalence.
Yeah, I do.
When you get I'm talking like it's happened to me. When you get raped by someone that you are familiar with, sometimes that puts you in a position where life could get worse for you. Especially when you're a woman and you're more, I know this is tough to follow, Aaron. I know you despise women, but you have 2 daughters. So I would have thought you'd maybe consider these facts sometimes. And maybe you'd consider like sitting on a live stream and copping shit for 30 minutes about sticking up for Kiki because you believe in it. And it's something you believe in. Yeah. Whatever.
Well, he believes in this.
Good point. Rape victims are the worst.
Guy's gonna kill somebody else. That's on you.
That's on you, rape victim. He killed somebody else. Are you happy sitting there in your ivory tower, scrubbing the shame off of you while you murder people through his dick? Jesus Christ. This man is a Catholic. That's why I said Jesus Christ. Because you shouldn't take the name in vain, but you can call rape victims predators. What? And you people are talking about HRO. Oh, Aaron's afraid of Melton. No, he's fucking with Melton. This man is sick. He's sick in the head about women. And April apparently got some really bad advice from him.
That fucking that infuriates me. Infuriates me. Melissa Lynn Sweeney did.
The non-report of the rape is what infuriates him. Just to be clear, everyone, he's not infuriated by the rape. It's the not reporting the rape.
Do it. We need to get this fuck.
He's panicked. I skipped forward accidentally. I was clumsy with my finger.
Again, I'd love to believe all women. I've known too many. Like, imagine that. Imagine you're a guy and you say, oh, somebody murdered my mother, but I know the guy. I'm not going to go to the cops about it. Well, then fuck you. Guy's going to kill somebody else. That's on you. That fucking that infuriates me.
The thing you made up in your head right now on the spot, you just made that up. That infuriates you. But a woman being raped, not so much. No. Interesting. I mean, if we can't look to Aaron Imholt for advice on women, who can we look to? He's been in jail. He's learned. He's learned from his mistakes, from twice being convicted for crimes against women. He thought about it and said, yeah, these rape victims have been getting away from with their bullshit for too long. Let's fucking turn the heat up on rape victims.
Okay, you remember after he got back from the can and for a couple of weeks he was social justice, criminal justice reform toe.
I don't remember that brief
Wouldn't a guy like that understand the time it takes and the burden of evidence in a lot of these cases when there are no witnesses to this? Surely he would understand that even if you go to you go to the cops right after you get in an Uber, right to the cops.
Right onto that rape kit.
So he thinks that this
thing shoved up your vag after you've just been raped. Make sure you go straight in there and get something shoved up there again while you're feeling very, very vulnerable and distraught. Make sure you get straight there and have that happen. Yeah.
I just don't.
You want to be a shock jock, Aaron? I'm actually trying to be a shock jock here by actually drawing some dramatics out of it while lacing a bit of humor in there. Am I succeeding or failing? I'm happy to hear your criticism. I won't pull out a HRO on you because, you know, it's just words, isn't it? But anyway, you get my point. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Infuriates me. Melissa Lynn says, what if you're 14 and it's your very close family member? It's not that easy.
Good question. Good. Who was that? Let's go back. Let's make sure that person gets credit.
Fucking make that infuriates me. Infuriates me. Melissa Lynn says, what if you're 14 and it's your very close family member? It's not that easy just to turn people in, especially when you're a kid yourself and you're unsure of what's going on. Go do it. It's not it's not easy sometimes. You're right. But you need to do it. We need to get this fucking guy off the street.
Which guy? Who, Aaron? Who specifically do you need off the street? This got very, very real all of a sudden. Is it Milton? Is it Ricada? Who is it, Aaron? Is it you? Is this some sort of like really sick, twisted, like he's looking in his own sort of weird sexual mirror and he needs, I don't know. But this is one of the most bonkers things I've ever watched. And I couldn't stop. I wanted him to keep going. The chat was trying to fucking get him off this. I'm like, leave him alone. Let him do this. He is cooking. Robbie, you got any insight? I know you've been raped a bunch.
Only by you verbally.
And did you report it to the police?
So he's the real. Yeah, now you're getting it.
That's what gives me power, Robbie, is when you don't report it to the police. See? Toe's fucking right. He is right. It hurts me to say. But he's onto something here. Hey? Stop being soft on rape victims.
Him yelling.
Holy shit!
Sorry about that.
No.
Him yelling at the kid, right? 14 years old. You're a kid, raped by a family member, either one that lives in the house or one that, again, a family member who gives a fuck. They're over at the house enough for it to happen. And his advice is to man the fuck up and go to the cops. With what car? With what phone? With
NJ, come on, it's 2026. It's very easy to get in touch with the police. I don't see what the problem is here. Look at Aaron. He's completely comfortable with the situation right now. Whoa. He looks like he got raped by his uncle just then, right now. It just happened. That is, oh boy.
I don't know what happened to women, but they started listening to the wrong people. You need to be strong. You need to get your ass in there, and you need to go report the son of a bitch who did it. Oh, but I know him. Don't fucking care. He's gonna rape somebody else.
He might rape someone important. Now you've experienced. You have all the information. Come on. He thinks right now, he thinks, A, I'm being super edgy and I'm getting my zing back. And B, he thinks he's clicking with real victims. He thinks real victims are like, he's right. These fake victims ruin it for us.
I mean, the way he's so persuasive, I can see him on one of those late night ad council radio reads like, I am Aaron Imholt, and if you're a rape victim, you better get to the police fucking now.
That's exactly what we're listening to.
It genuinely is.
Brought to you by the ad council.
I mean, holy shit, listen to the excuses. Oh, but Aaron, what if? Nope. Go to the cops. Yeah, but Aaron, what if? Go to the cops. But Aaron, I knew that. Go to the police. Fucking hell. I mean, the selfishness of not even thinking about other people who could be harmed.
I mean, really? Really? The selfishness. You just lay back and get raped and don't think about anyone else's feelings. We're going to be demonetized at the end of this because I can't help but take it even further to the extreme. But like, I guess all I can ask is this a man desperately trying to drag Melton out of retirement? You know what I mean? Like something like that. This, I just couldn't believe when I was hearing this, as he just kept blaming the victim, a man that's literally fresh out of jail. You know, you could say that's a reach. It's not really. It's not, because he covered a story on this show that was more further back than his jail fucking sentence. So I think I can draw on he's fresh out of jail, considering that. NJ, I don't know. Help me here. I don't know what to believe anymore.
I mean, okay, this whole thing was supposed to be about this is him attempting to make societal, cultural changes. Okay, then why is the variable, why is the knob that we're trying to turn rape victims? Are we all out of ideas for trying to get rapists to stop raping? You would think that that's the my old man would say the first step to get out of a hole is to stop digging. You would think that he would try to manipulate the amount of people getting raped, right? That would be order of operations number one, and then we'll deal with the other stuff.
Stop digging.
But you would be wrong. You'd be wrong.
Thank you very much, Haley from Pretty Antisocial. And I know she's loving this conversation, because why wouldn't she? Hey, Aaron's telling victims to stop victiming. But we got an image tip. Thank you, Haley, for the $5. And it is, of course, Dorkbert, just cause love Dorkbert. Yes, Dorkbert appears in Minnesota, St. Cloud, I think it is. Courts anytime Aaron Himmeltz seems to be there, which is weird. And I'm going to go click the play thing. Just Jules, seriously, I don't trust that you actually sent me $27 and
No, she did. She
34 cents, I think, was from memory, is what I saw. It's not appearing on Supertip, and it's just more reason for me to be mad at Moody. Right? Yeah. Anyway. J-Dub looks like Freo for the flag this year, Aussie. So, can you not? Like, I'm just learning that rape victims are predators, and now you're going to tell me the Dockers are going to win the flag? Fuck off. I don't need this. Arse is sore. And Just Jill says, no worries. Look, no, this bothers me. It genuinely, but I saw the number. I saw that this beautiful, amazing woman, Just Jules, gave us well over $20, close to
$30.
And damn near $30, and it is nowhere on my super tip. It's not on my fucking panel anywhere.
Wait, you're getting divorced? When does this happen?
Is Aussie guy getting what? What happened? What?
What?
How do you know? No.
You're getting divorced?
No. Come on, Robbie. Jesus Christ, man. Can't I just let something sit?
Yeah, well, you know.
What now, Robbie? What do I do now? Could have milked that. I know what we'll do. We'll do. Oh no, damn it. We'll do that. Go back to this.
If you don't give a shit about yourself, that's fine. I understand that having that happen to you can really fuck you up mentally. but don't sentence someone else to it. And I
So Aaron was so empowered by his quitting all that coke and molly that he was doing, saving himself. He now has that strength to tell a victim to suck it up, get over it. I was once a victim of Ray. What? No, he was cast aside. What's your point, Aaron? I'm confused now. I thought I was. I thought I understood. Down with bitches, right? What now?
I know I'm going to look like a mean, nasty guy. I might even get clipped for this one. I don't give a shit.
Oh, he admitted.
He admitted. Aaron, sell the bit better, dude. This is just ugly. Wait, is it ugly for me or him? Now I'm confused because I keep saying these weird and wacky things like I'm just as insane as him. Maybe I am. James Baumer, please clip me. Wait a minute. That sounds like I'm already circumcised. I'm fine. Robbie, do you need circumcision?
Nope, I'm good.
No? Let's talk about circumcision because Jews, am I right?
Oh,
Jews.
there we go. There we go.
Yeah, this entire episode hasn't been uncomfortable enough. Let's not just break down circumcision.
Aaron, can we get back to the Jews?
The things we have been teaching our daughters is fucking wrong. It's incorrect. It's enabling.
Oh no. We survive is what we teach our daughters. Survive. If you find yourself in whatever it is, survive. That's what we teach our daughters. Aaron, that's not enough. You need to save the next victim on top of surviving. If you can survive, not good enough. Save someone else. It's the least you could do after surviving.
Go to the police and report the cocksucker who did it. $1 from Veldrain says, did you mean to say he is your favorite rapper? Oh, Mystical? He's a rapist. Darkness Rising with $2 says, if you haven't seen The Last Duel, it's fucking awesome. It's about rapage. Do you mean rapage? I don't know. You guys have been misspelling a lot. I want to see what the audience thinks about that one.
What does the audience think? I want everyone to guess. I'm not going to press play until we get a good feedback. NJ, what do you think how the audience has reacted to this one?
You know what? I generally nothing surprises me from that audience, but I'm going to take the under and say that this was a bridge too far for at least some of them.
You're backing the Toy Boys in as standing up to this. Robbie, what do you reckon?
It's bad podcasting to agree with NJ, but I do agree that a lot of people, even for that group, would be like, this is a little uncomfortable. Let's start talking about the Jewish Holocaust or something again.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is the grossest audience in the world, the Toy Boys, literally said, Aaron, dude,
this is a little gross.
What are you doing?
Aaron, you've never been raped. You've consented every time. I'm one of the world's lucky ones. Canuter Valve says, I'm the guy in my family with a short temper and the ability to do time. Tell me. Right.
Yeah, Aaron. What? Right, what? Yeah. Do you not get the point of what that said? What men can do to women? Yeah, no, you didn't get that, did you? You didn't get that at all.
Aaron, I would lighten up on this right now. You are correct, but I think this may be a personal story. Even better then.
Oh, there's so many layers to that, isn't there? You are correct. That's the appease Aaron. Like, Aaron, lighten up. Like, you're right. I agree with you. Lighten up. This is sounding really personal, and you might want to calm down. And he is staring down the barrel. He doesn't often stare into the camera. He is. Whoever wrote that, he didn't give a name, did he? Did he give a name on that?
On this right now, you are correct, but
Damn it. Surely he's
Aaron, I would lighten up on this right now. You are correct, but I think this may be a personal story. Even better then. Even better. Go to the police.
All right. He's literally talking to one human being right now. And I think we all know who it is. But leave her alone.
I mean, I'm sorry. If you brought up your personal story to me, I didn't go searching for it. I didn't go digging for it. My position will always be you go to the police and you stop this jackal. You stop him right now. 09 Canyon says women lie about it, men lie about it. That's shitty. But again, there are reasons why people actually victimized don't go to the law. And we need to try to engineer those people to know that no matter what your doubts or your hesitations are, number one, we need to get this guy off the street so he doesn't do it to anybody else. Digital Soldier says, you're never going to get over this sickness spurging out like this. This is going to end up with sepsis like Kyle Busch. Annoyed Wawa Supervisor says, breaking news. Convicted sex criminal on precipice of completing probation demands victims come forward in all sex crimes. Well, I'm innocent. I'm good.
That was a great one. Did he give a name? No, we're gonna go
That was Annoyed Wawa Supervisor.
I was Annoyed Wawa Supervisor, wasn't I? I did hear that. That's just beautifully bad. Yeah, like, what are you doing, Aaron? Like, we've all had a good laugh. We've had some good fun. Laughing at rape victims here tonight, but what is this man in particular, twice convicted for crimes against women? What is he doing? Like Tylenol, NyQuil, really? Because I got to say, mine is 6% hard rated. I also had some beers earlier. I feel like I earned them. I worked hard this weekend, and I'm a little bit drunk today, and not on my A game, but hey, this is my X game, and woo! But what is this game from Aaron? We're still got 13 minutes. This goes 19 minutes, this clip. Do we want to keep riding with the toe on this clip? Or are we all freaked out? Are we all uncomfortable? Let's take a vote. One's in the chat if you want to keep going. Two's in the chat if you want to see Robbie's tits.
What? No.
Robbie, it's not going to happen.
Good.
Butterwife wins. All right, so we keep going. Oh, Rick says 1, 2. All right, we're going to keep going. Ranger isn't scared, says Peanut Butter.
Oh, I'm scared, but we got to do it anyway.
Oh, no.
Pretty Antisocial was the first number 2, wanting to see Robbie's tits. You got to DM him for that shit. All right, Jackson. Jackson wants 1 and 2. Game on. All right, so
there's way too many uncomfortable two. It's uncomfortable how many twos are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think the audience.
Oh, it's all one person. Kurt Reynolds, a sick fuck apparently.
I have respect for the audience that not only do they want to see if Steel Toe can make this even worse, they also want to see Robbie's tits. So I appreciate that. Respect.
On precipice of completing probation demands victims come forward in all sex crimes. Well, I'm innocent. I'm good. DP Grant.
Innocent? No, guilty. You pled guilty. And also, oops. Oh, too far. There we go. That'll be better. There we go.
Bush. Annoyed Wawa Supervisor says, breaking news. Convicted sex criminal on precipice of completing probation demands victims come forward in all sex crimes. Well, I'm innocent. I'm good.
Are you though?
DP Granny says, Aaron, you need to follow your own advice and turn Johnny in. Think of the future victims. Think of someone who would be raped by Johnny. I mean, no offense, but that's like a slow-moving hurricane. There's days and days of warning.
Hey, quick, hang on. Did Aaron just become human? Did he just figure out, hang on, I was just shitting on rape victims. So should I bring it around and shit on an MS patient trying to rape someone? That's got to bring the laughs, doesn't it? Hey, imagine someone with MS trying to rape you, NJ. Do you think you could get raped by a man with MS? Come on, let's riff on it.
I got to defend Aaron here because look, compared to what we saw, the fare, if you will, as it were, that we got from Aaron earlier, I'll take shitting on Johnny all day. Johnny is a detestable human being, despite his physical ailments. So it's a lot better than just yelling and with zero humor at all, just yelling at rape victims, straight up yelling. So.
Robbie, what about you? Would you allow yourself to be raped by Johnny Crutches?
What a question. No, what?
I don't know anymore.
What do you mean you don't know anymore? What have I done to make you think maybe I want to rape?
I'm not mad at you. I am lost in this wilderness of Aaron yelling at rape victims for something that someone, I don't know. I think a rape victim told Aaron his dick wasn't as good as the rapist, is my guess. That's what I'm getting out of this. I don't know. Robbie has huge feet, though, according to Kurt Reynolds. Thanks, Vince. It's just a tease for what we've got coming up next. Oh, hello. Just Jewel. I'm sorry. I had it still on the played screen. No, this is not the other tip. This is not the other tip. That other tip is still missing. But she had sent me another tip. This one is $20, and this is a testing. So let's see what happens here. What even the fuck is this? I mean, that's StreamYard. Why is that not playing? Just Jewel, I owe you. I didn't have the balls. I didn't have the balls to say I owe you a rape, but I did just say it. This is just a problem, Super Tip. Thank you, Just Jewel.
What's the point of having of inventing a voice tip website if it doesn't send out the voices?
I have to turn off voice tips. Thank you, Just Jewel. Should I read them? No, is it? Well, I'll try. Should I try and do Moody's accent, mate?
His accent.
That was deliberately bad. But the other one still is not here, by the way. The other one, I've got Just Jewel, Pretty Antisocial, Kraut Cat. Wait, was Kraut Cat after the first Just Jewel one?
I haven't seen any Kraut Cat.
Indication? No. So the first Just Jewel one has disappeared. If the money disappears, let me tell you, it's going to be a problem. But no. Testing. Please have patience while we address this matter. Percy's back is broke, Dean. I will get in the next 4 to 6 weeks. There was some of that wasn't bad Kiwi accent, but for the most part, not moody, but still some other lazy Kiwi. Where it may happen to be. All right. How's this clip going? Because we do have to get to the big news. I see Doom's here. Look, Doom. Everyone loves a tech talk pod. Yes. Doom's here. I assume Dirty Jersey's here. I assume there's a lot of people here. You're going to want to race to who clips this shit first. when I get to TSN. Where the white
God
women at?
knows.
Thanks for that. I was trying to find the great. Where is he? I saw Flimsy before, and then he fucked everything. Flimsy,
Me?
can you type in the chat again and just announce yourself? I just want to make sure everyone at Super Tip knows that Flimsy Greenberg's in the chat, and he has double tips.
I'll do you one better. You can also go to DiddleTip and DiddleTips.com.
Cover them all. Cover all the bases. Whatever nicknames people come up with it, or just mistakes they make, you cover your bases with that. Hey now, it's Flimsy Greenberg right there. This man, he wants to solve the problems of the poor and the weak, like myself. He wants to help us. Help us lots. All right, are we? Can Aaron get any worse? I don't even know. I need a piss. I'm fucking.
Let it go.
Mind, but let's go. I'm going for piss break. You guys take over the show, will you?
On that one. Oh boy. Uncle Rico says, so what if she goes to the cops and they rape her? Well, that's bad. Then you need to go to more cops. Yeah, that's a big issue too. Now, if you want to get into the issue of I go to the cops and they don't believe me or they don't test the rape kit, that's fucked up. And I would like those cops arrested. I would like people like that to have to pay as well.
Okay,
100%.
You didn't say that within
Roots Calhoun says, me and my ex-brother-in-law found out about some shit 15 years after it happened, broke his bones. He walked into the woods alone, and he was able to and finished it. Roots, did you just confess to killing a guy? Roots says, dude, Aaron, you are way off on this. Please be softer with your little ones. I'm not going to shout at my children like this. I thought we were all adults here. Unbelievable. I mean, it shows you how far society has kind of brainwashed people. We got to get these fucking demons off the streets.
What?
Jesus Christ, that startled me.
You boys are quiet. What? You're not agreeing with what Aaron just said?
It's hard to agree with anything he says.
Society has brainwashed these women into thinking they can be victimized. What are we doing here, boys? Come on. Aaron's got his finger on the pulse.
Yeah, it's the women again. Now I know that Steel Toe probably doesn't like him because of the small hat that he wears, but esteemed political commentator Dennis Prager wrote two very seminal blog posts entitled "When the Woman Isn't in the Mood," parts 1 and 2, a veritable treatise, if you will, as it were, on spousal rape. So it's the victims who have been brainwashed. You don't have people who get millions of dollars worth of funding going out on their platform and telling you that it's fine. If you're married, she's got to give it up.
Damn right. Have the rules changed on that?
Depends who you ask. Warren Moon, shout out.
Oh boy. All right. So can we just confirm, right? Robbie, pro or nay rape?
I'm hard nay, I think.
You're a hard nay? So yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
Wait,
AJ?
what? I mean, I'm anti-rape. What did I?
You said you were hard. You were hard.
No.
Oh boy. And Jay, right.
Yeah, no,
Only I could somehow say
again,
no to rape and get myself in trouble.
I'm not a fan, and I don't care who knows it either. So
yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of rape, everyone. And look, I know Aaron said some wild shit, but I'm gonna have to back him on this. If you get raped, report it. please. And look, I'm not going to scream at you like Aaron did. I understand you've been through something difficult. We're doing comedy here, folks. All right, let's not get bogged down in rape. You know, we're having a good fun time. I know. I just played a 17-minute clip all about rape, and then I look at Just Jewel and everything just. Anyway, thanks for $20, Just Jewel. We appreciate you on Super Tip, and she also raped our Super Tip by $27 that disappeared. You know what I mean? Like it was, I claim to receive $27. It's not there anymore. They don't believe me. Did it? What? Where is the?
Well,
Does that mean I got raped too? Because that'd be the first action I've gotten in a while.
All the action you've ever got, isn't it?
No, let's not get crazy now.
Yeah, I was going to say it happened. Actually, it was a brown man who did it to you, Dean. So maybe Aaron will cover it on his show.
Oh well, yeah, that is true. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the cops, don't I, Dave? I gotta go to the cops.
Yep.
Fuck. Are we gonna get demonetized for today's episode? He later on put the word baby in front of the word we've just been smashing. He does a good 2 minutes screaming those words. Like he's trying to get back at YouTube by screaming.
Fuck Apple.
What? Go to the. I hope so. What? I hope so. What?
Oh, he was saying he helps me get demonetized.
Ah, thanks, Eccles. Yeah. No way Eccles could be demonetized because he'll find a way you can send him a fucking penny. The grifting cunt that he is. We can't keep going with this. You know what we got to do? The only way you can get over a really weird segment about rape. Uh-oh. You got to talk about hashtag surely new. I don't have a nice stinger that I could throw to break the tension unless I look at them, all of them, and go.
I do my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Shit on everyone's grave who's came up with that.
Looking at the screen when I hit that sounder, looking at your reaction, honestly, just made up for everything that I've just had to deal with. That was so good. I know the audience doesn't get to see it, but I could promise, audience, the joy that I got out of it. Please appreciate that you probably would have got it.
I would have been great in Game of Thrones.
You would.
I'm a great actor. Not that the funny thing is I don't act. I legitimately get caught on each of these, and it makes me feel so stupid. But still, I did act back in the day.
What was your point?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Act as if.
I was just trying to get off the rape train, you know.
Come on, Eccles. It's all in good fun, mate. Hey, isn't that right? Isn't that right, brother? It's all in good fun. You got stabbed. We have to do this. We have to do this TSN thing because I found something, and I tell you what. I shout out to Rochi, shout out to El Horrible. We've been copping shit from these TSN babies for a long time. Anytime you dare say something like Shuli's not funny, Shuli's boring, whatever it may happen to be, Shuli employed a pedophile, whatever it may have, they've got a reason why that makes sense. And I've kind of had enough because I saw the backlash that Rochi got last week, and I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to sit back while Echo Pineapple tries to behave like Shuli
A
messaged
cunty pineapple.
Yeah, Shuli messaged me and said, what's Rochi been up to? Why am I getting DMs? Yeah. That made me sick. And I was like, Team Rochi, and let's go after TSN. But no, in all seriousness, we love Echo, and Echo's show last week with Rochi.
They're back together?
No, shut up. Don't interrupt when you don't know what I'm talking about. All right? No, seriously. Echo and Rochi got back together last week, Robbie, for a one-off little thing because Rochi had gone on and pushed. Hang on. I'll tell you what Rochi had done to Bacon Bits. He had done this.
Because nobody pushes my shit in. I push your shit in. And I can do it at any time, any place.
My favorite sound drop.
Yeah. Fantastic. We got lots of back and forth there. We got Rochi stinks. Then we got Team Rochi. The chat move, but Doom was Team Rochi. Then we got Coach Mattering J, Team Cockroachy. We got Opposite Aussie. We got Laughing about. Point being, I've said for quite a long time now, you can pick any episode of our show that's where we've mentioned Shuli by looking at the comment section because there's always a little baby in diapers that goes, no, surely it was okay when Shuli did this because John did something that upset us and John's bad and we hate John. So I'm going to present something today that I think personally is the best evidence ever presented that hashtag Shuli knew. I don't know what you're thinking. We're still doing this. We're still doing the Shuli knew thing. Well, when smug, arrogant pricks want to flaunt their bullshit, yeah, I love when I fucking catch a fucking idiot in the act. But before we catch a fucking idiot in the act, we have to get to all of the bullshit that these pricks have done, like while they're playing victim. Sorry, for those of you that don't know, surely TSN are suing Stuttering John Melendez. NJ, what's that lawsuit about?
That lawsuit is about both John's copyright strikes on them, and also there is a defamation component because John.
No. Hang on. NJ, no. Slow down. So they were SaveTSN.com, right? That was a GoFundMe.
Yes.
Fund a lawsuit, right? And that was for my free speech, right? Like because
and mine and Robbie's
infringing on my free speech, and they were fighting for
Actually, I'm not sure if it is for your free speech. You don't live in America.
Oh, they're fighting for an ideal, Robbie. Like,
that's true.
That's the good point, NJ. It's an overall ideal. It's not my free speech necessarily, but they're getting struck by Stuttering John, DMCA, etc., over and over. Which I disagree with Stuttering John doing that. That seems wrong. But what caught me off guard there, NJ? You said defamation?
Yeah.
No. What would be defamation? Stuttering John versus Shuli Network. Like this is like public figures just like going back and forth at each other. What's the defamation?
Yeah, the defamation, as far as I remember, was John's calling them the pedophile network. They took issue with that.
But wait a minute. All right, I'm confused. I've got a
I'm-
bunch of clips here. Let's see if we can make sense of it. So John called them the pedophile network. Is that because they had a pedophile working for him at some point?
I think that's what I gleaned from this. Again, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, so.
All right. Hang on. So I just need to do some adjustments to my screen here because I can't read the titles of my clips. God damn it. Whatever. God damn it. I was trying to set that up cleverly, but obviously I'm drunk, so that doesn't help. Let's try this again, fellas.
Okay.
So they're suing him for defamation. All right. How defamation was it? It was so defamation that fuck, I'm trying to find the right clip. Let's do this. Oh, here we go. Fuck it. That was a fluke. This was a fluke. Oh.
Fluke pineapple.
Anyway, point being, this was the first reaction, TSN's first reaction, Surely Network, to discovering their producer was a pedophile and was into cheese pizza. And now that I'm looking at the screen again, I'll figure out that. Thank you, Kim Bowley.
Thank you, Kim.
Robbie.
Yeah.
While I'm finding stuff, just read that yourself.
I'll just try and give her some shine, let it stay up there for a while.
Yeah. But you could read it. I had no idea that was on screen because I was trying to find the fucking clips.
Oh.
So you could just read that yourself while I'm fucking around.
Okay, well, I will then. Shut up. Kim Bowley, 911 gifted 5 United States of Australia memberships. Thank you, Kim. And screw you all.
See, we're all working together like a well-oiled machine.
About to fall off a cliff.
Anyway, back when ESO was found to be troublesome,
I am not bad at. Sorry.
This was the first TSN show post DabbleCon 2 when Surely Network announced they had a pedophile in their midst.
Bringing up the FBI and whatnot. Remember, John was saying that we had to wait for it. I thought we were waiting for it at DabbleCon.
We're going to have to put that FBI on standby. But you knew of his arrest last year, and you said nothing. I absolutely did not know of his arrest last year. The last conversation I had with him was that he was taking a break. He was going through a divorce. It was ugly.
Oh boy, was it ugly!
She's crazy.
Yeah, well done, Mike. Good jumping in there. He said she was crazy. Surely you just said she was crazy, just to be clear. But
and that was it. And I said, hey man, if you whenever you get your shit together, give me a call. We're here. We're doing this. That's it. He never exchanged any phone calls, emails, texts, none of that for a year.
None of that.
I just assumed this guy was getting his life together and doing his best to be a part of his
work
kid's
with
life.
his family, right? That was
He went and worked with his family, and so I just assumed he was done with this chapter and moving on to that. So I did not know. I really didn't.
I think what threw them is the fact.
oh, good job. All right. So this is not feeling like a rehearsed routine at all. Mike Morse jumping in multiple times. And now Frog jumping in. Well, I think the point of contention is the fact that you said confirmed. Let's just
Frog is going to do the devil's advocate. I just want to ask those of you in the audience, if you had a job, or even more so, if there was some small business that you helped found, that you were instrumental in the creation of, and somebody who was in the same boat as you hits you up one day and says, okay, by the way, I'm not going to be around for a while. Also, I won't be able to use a computer. Would you be, oh, well, your seat's going to be warm for when you get back, buddy? Would that be your response? Any follow up?
Would say, call the police.
Yeah, you would be right.
Yeah. No, you call. I mean, look, I'll let all of these guys get through this bit first before I go to the next thing. But
Through them is the fact that you said confirmed during the show, because someone had sent us the link to the news story, but we wanted to check it out before we rushed on and said anything.
Yeah, because sometimes things aren't quite accurate on the internet.
Right. And there was Facebook stuff that was sent to us that was like, we didn't know. We were just getting all this stuff from all these.
all this stuff was just coming at us, and we just wanted to confirm it, and just that was a sticking point, the confirmation and when and what and how. And there's a lot of this was days after they announced it. A lot of base covering going on here. A lot of base covering.
Dean, was this the episode entitled "What Did Stuttering John Know and When Did He Know It"?
No,
Or was this after. Oh, this was before. Oh, yeah. They didn't get that.
They hadn't got to the fact that we could switch this back up on him. No. This was their first initial reaction to the whole situation. And again, not again. I'm sounding like Jenna Biscotti. The immediate attack. This is innocent people just going, we didn't know anything. This, I don't know. Again, to me, feels very rehearsed, prepared, perhaps, as it were, if you will. But
different angles, but we wanted to make sure before we go on and say this guy did this, that he did it. And according to what he pled guilty to, he did it.
Yeah. Would seem so. You're right. Just this stood out to me just before he said that last couple of seconds.
This guy did this, that he did it. And according
was saying that we had to wait for it.
All right, my mouse is all over the place. I think I've got a dodgy mouse like Husey had. Anyway, he said we wanted to be sure about it before. Yeah, you with me on that? All right. So their initial reaction, hey, we didn't know that we didn't know anything. We don't know anything. Don't get on our backs about some guy doing things that we didn't ask him to do. But do you know what stood out to me in that clip, fellas? Not heard from him in over a year. Surely said that, right? He said, last I heard, he was going through a divorce, and we'd not heard from him for a year. Over a year.
watching old episodes when they premiere on the channel and wondering what happened.
All right, so I thought I'd clip this where the date showed up. Can anyone see the date? No,
I cannot.
What a cunt. I literally thought I'd clip. Anyway, I think you all understand all of these clips are from between when ESO was arrested and when ESO was announced to be a pedophile. I bet you can all understand that.
ESO's around. ESO's doing some family stuff.
Yeah.
He is a part of this team. He will always be a part of this team, and he will return shortly.
Yes.
We love ESO, man.
December 3rd, 2023.
Suck my dick. Hey.
Yeah.
Where's ESO? ESO's here, Bubba. ESO's always here.
Yeah.
You're better than him, Shuli. You'll be here with or without John. Hashtag I love ESO and miss him. Yeah, ESO, I was talking to him the other day. He said,
whoa, talking to him the other day. How casually and easily you can lie? Because that's a lie, right, Shuli? That's a lie? Because that's very comfortable. You're very comfortable lying to your audience. Not bad. But yeah, let's continue.
his best. He's
good.
taking
He's
care of
good,
some
man.
family stuff. He'll be back.
Yeah.
He's probably empty your bank accounts, I guess, if you really love this place. We're still leaving, but do that anyways. Is ESO on a
Is this an early sighting of Master Gobbles? What? You're implicated with ESO as well, Gobbles? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
leaving, but do that anyways. Is ESO on a pilgrimage? Is he coming back to TSN? Right now, he's walking the earth. Now, ESO's around. ESO's a part of TSN. He always is, always will be. Winged Eagle.
Somebody's got to do actual work around here.
Yeah, and ESO's that guy. Exactly. FTW is the best one.
Oh, this is it. This is it. This is the I believe it's the same background, at least. I probably wasn't wearing this party hat. It's the same background as the famous Shuli, what I like to call the Shuli Sad Cowboy stream. I tell you what, he had this weird voice for some reason. This ESO filler, he's no good, I tell you.
We're gonna get to that in a second. I just wanted to I know the TSN fans would be sitting there going, "Objection, Your Honor," and I'm sitting here saying this goes to credibility. I am currently playing you a list of lies that the Shuli Network were comfortable to tell their audience. Didn't hesitate. Absolutely, just boom. Yeah, I talked to him the other day. Talked to him yesterday. I gave him my love. All right. So I assume Shuli's going to say that's a lie. I would hope it's a lie. So I'm just showing all the lies, folks.
There are lies specifically pertinent to whether he knew or not, you might say.
Yes, in whether they had knowledge of this or not. It's important to understand what they lied about. Is my super tip lost to the vortex? What the fuck? Are you lying, shit show? Are you lying like the Shuli Network? Because I got nothing. Seriously, shit show? Like, if you legit sent one, let me know. Like, this is a problem. I just refreshed. Oh boy. We got a problem. We got a big problem. So tonight we've had Krautcat, pretty antisocial. All right. The other one's back, Just Jewel. The other one has returned. It's not going to play. But you'll see it on screen, on my screen. There, see, there should be audio to that. No audio. That's great.
Eccles said, "Play my $3 insult, you cowards."
See, Eccles being cute because Eccles
Oh,
knows.
fuck you, Eccles!
There's no $3 insults on my channel. Well, thank you, Just Jewel. The $27 is back. Woo! Yay! Thank you. You people are this is a serious topic we're talking about, by the way. All right, so can all you people we're getting to a bombshell.
Big reveal.
I've got something big. All right, we're getting to it, but I've got to set the table. But thank you, Just Jewel and supposedly shit show, but whatever. Anyway, here we go.
Kicking it old school. Only thing missing is ESO. Happy New Year, my brother. Give my love to the family. I will, Dodo, and I'll give
Daddy Dodo.
I'll give your love to ESO as well. I was talking to him yesterday.
This was New Year's Eve. Casually said, talking to ESO yesterday. Now, if you're telling me that I have to believe that Shuli didn't know, look how comfortable and casual he was lying about that. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that right now he's lying. Why? Why are you lying? What for? Let's find out. Should we find out? Why would Shuli... Wait, is that the...
Why was Elliot?
Well,
yeah, no, that's back to the start. Why would they lie about that? And there's a beloved chatter out there, not the beloved chatter, but a beloved chatter by the name of Ozone. We're all familiar with Ozone, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
But of course we are. Ozone posed the question to TSN. And it's funny, NJ, it's on an episode named What Did John Know and What Is He Hiding?
Yeah, for those who don't remember, after the ESO news drops, and they were getting hammered by a bunch of people, in particular a Jersey City resident by the name of Hot Dog Man, about this. No, he's a South Jersey guy. So yeah, then they decided to do an episode entitled "What Did Stuttering John Know and When Did He Know It?" The implication, not just the implication, the plot of the episode being, actually, Stuttering John is boys with ESO. You know, the guy that worked for us, that founded this network, that named the show that we make all of our money on. So yeah, no, actually, John maybe knew.
All right, well, let's find out why all those clips I just played, and there's more, by the way. I just grabbed a few. But all the references to ESO being a part of the team whilst he had been arrested and was facing child porn charges, they lied a bunch. The question is asked. Let's hear the answer.
Yeah.
Can you comment on the numerous clips of you and producer Joe saying ESO's still working there and would even be at DabbleCon? Some of these clips were as recent as a couple weeks ago. Thanks. No problem.
You get steel toe vibes off of just the way he read that. Like, not to the full extent of like,
yeah,
but like you could sense the like anger and surely like, fuck, they asked us about the lies we told. Now I've got to explain the lies I told. Let's see how he covers this up.
So originally when ESO left, he said he was going through an ugly divorce. And the first thing we agreed as a group was to not mention that ESO was leaving, because at that time, Muttering Jay was, going after producer Joe, digging up all his shit. And we were like, this is an ugly divorce. We don't want ESO shit getting out there.
This doesn't sound good at all. This is not a good explanation. You were worried about Muttering Jay looking into ESO's divorce? What do you got to worry about? Just another door. The frog, Philip Joe Russo, he beat up a 77. No, he got beat up by a 77-year-old man. That's right. But he pulled a gun on him then to get his, and he was shitty to fucking cancer ward nurses. Like, it was a complete cunt. He's just a complete fucking cunt anyway. But, like, what could ESO have possibly done that you wouldn't want Muttering Jay looking into?
I'll do you one better, Dean. If your supposed close friend, your brother, I'm verbatim quoting him. If your brother is going through a bad divorce, would not talking for a year, would that be your way of going about this? And do you think that that's normal for somebody who is going through a bad divorce to straight up not say anything for a year?
Well, that's a good. You know what? Great question, NJ. Would you? Here, I'll flick one back at you, as I'm not sure how to answer yours. If you had not heard from someone in a year, 6 months, like, would you announce to the world that you have spoken to them? You've been catching up with them. Like, would you? If someone hadn't spoken to you in like 6 months, let's put a number like 6 months on it. So you hadn't spoken to that person, they've been radio silent for 6 months. Would you lie and say you'd seen them the other day?
No, I think that would be weird and cringe. And wouldn't you be worrying about when the other shoe is going to drop on that score?
Yeah. So telling lies for someone I would suggest, because, you know, there's about 3 people. I'll put my parents. There's 5 people I will lie for. The rest of you can get fucked. So, you know. Anyway, let's continue. What else, Surely? What else was agreed upon?
So we would just say Iso's still around just to keep the trolls out. He had no access to anything. He had no contact with anybody as far as work or payment. And all of us just assumed he's doing a divorce thing and figuring it out. So that's really all the comments were. And by the
Is he explaining anything here? What was the need to lie 6, 8, 12 months later about talking to him?
And further, you only know that he had no access to anything because now, operating with perfect information, you know that he wasn't around a computer.
Exactly.
We did find out that at least when this cycle was going on at about this time, they still use Iso's email to send the link for their shows.
Well, can you imagine changing it now? That'd make him look guilty. Jesus. Come on, NJ. Think fucking logically about this shit.
Right.
time we were heading to DabbleCon, none of us knew any of this shit. So I didn't.
Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting thing to say. By the time we were heading to DabbleCon, I know the news broke the day after DabbleCon, but it's just interesting that you'd say that. And I don't know, like, is that me being hypercritical? Is that me like looking into it too much that I've noticed that seems like an interesting thing to say?
No, it's a weird distinction. It's almost as if it's formed just to get across the implication that that weekend, which again, the sentencing, people found out on Monday. I don't think that it happened, and I thought that it happened on the Friday. Irregardless, to point out that we did not know going into DabbleCon, because then the news came out and people are asking, "Oh, you sat on this over the weekend?" Yeah,
It'd feel that way. So it does kind of feel like getting in front of it. Like it's an odd thing to say. Like, we didn't know going to DabbleCon. Well, no, of course you didn't. The guilty plea was on the 19th. DabbleCon was before the 19th.
Know that he was this fucking monster, and I was hoping to see him at DabbleCon. I hadn't heard from him in a long time. So
Hadn't heard from him in a long time. Announced weeks ago. Talked to him yesterday.
you thought that you were going to run into him at DabbleCon. He was going to show up like a surprise.
To be fair, he doesn't live far from, well, obviously now he's in a federal penitentiary, but he doesn't live far from Rochester, New York. So he was a prime candidate for DabbleCon 2, not to be confused with DabbleCon 1.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, Jackson Black. I can't imagine talking about DabbleCon, and we're not. We're not talking about DabbleCon. Who gives a fuck?
Oh,
yeah. And
I mean-
I thought he said, back when he was going through a divorce and he had to get a regular job.
Right. He was
And
working
that
with
was-
his family.
Why did anyone allow Bob to make any explanation? Bob, it's all good. I know, Bob, you didn't know anything. And I think I can prove that as well. I think Bob knew nothing. Bob knew nothing. Bob's free and breezy.
Family.
Right. The way it was explained to me was it was going to get ugly over the kids, and
oh boy, did it get ugly over the kids? Am I right? Hey.
he needed something steady and something.
3 squares in a cot. Is that right? He needed something steady. Yeah, yep.
Real job. And so we understood. So, but he was, look, there's no denying Iso is the one that helped me start broadcasting, doing all this stuff. You know, he helped
doing all this stuff. Think about your words, surely. Like, it's so easy to cut this up, and like, it's the attitude right here and in other clips is it's steel toe. Like, well, we're under attack. We're under attack. You know, and it's anyway. Quad's here. Justice for Quad. Bob found out the day before the crying video. Yeah, there's something about that. The breakdown between Bob and the Shuley Network. The timing seems interesting, but we haven't got to look. The main event is coming, but I have a story to tell. We have to build. We have to build this, right? Because they immediately wanted to throw anyone they could under the bus, really. And fuck, which one am I going to go for as a start? Look, I could just go randomly between them because it's just a back and forth between people being shitty to each other. So let's go to this one.
Let's assume STDJ is right and you knew Iso was arrested. So what? He no longer had any connection to TSN Network.
TSN Network fans, you know, the people that are going to be in the comments saying, well, surely I didn't know about anything. You're a loser. That's the excuse I expected you guys to put up is he wasn't a part of the network anymore. What does it matter if you knew? Yeah, what does it matter if you lied to your audience? Ruru Rara, I ain't doing Bob dirt. I know I can prove Bob's clean. Bob ain't a liar. Bob ain't a liar, and I know that. Bob's clean. Bob found out the same time the rest of us found out because these snakes fucking kept it quiet from him. Why do you think their relationship started breaking down around that? Why did Gina Levy not get a seat at DabbleCon? Why were tensions around DabbleCon with Bob Levy? Because they couldn't trust Bob with the information. They lied. But, you know, hey, that's hypothesis. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. But he needs anything he can get, you know. It's pretty gross at the end of the day. There's plenty of other shit we can goof on each other about, but to insinuate that I was okay or I had some knowledge of this going on, it's gross. Even I wouldn't accuse John of that if he didn't yell and scream that he's got pictures of underage children on his computer. That makes it a little different. Yeah.
Trying to frame John's stupidity as pedophilia is incredibly gross because John, as the moron that he is, I'm sorry, John, I know you're watching this. This is mainly skewering TSN, but you're dumb sometimes. You have to accept that. John was dumb enough to say, I've got pictures of your kids. And like, it's John trying to threaten people, all of that. But it's not John like getting like pornographic pictures of your kids, like disgusting shit. It is John trying to work an angle, trying to intimidate you. And so what would the Shuley Network do? They wouldn't do anything like that. They wouldn't try to intimidate Stuttering John in a similar manner, would they?
No.
Given that it's so disgusting that John would do that. NJ, you think they would do that? Given they had such a hard stance on the situation?
Of course not. And I just wanted to add that the guy in the top right of that previous frame, he, as everybody knows, he takes pedophilia very seriously. So much to the point that he did a work with them pretending that he thought that this was a serious thing and he wasn't going to come on, just to jump back on and stick it to everyone. Oh, see, I actually don't care about kid fucking.
Wait a minute. Who are you talking about, NJ? There's no way I set you up for that at all, is there?
Hello, everyone. It's me, radio racist Anthony Cumia.
Well, before we go there, let's just go to the announcement first, right? So the TSN, just before we get too bogged down in the fucking details of all of this, when TSN found out about it, they went straight to the airwaves and they gave us this very professional announcement. Now,
Off any sign.
obviously, it's not the whole thing. I've clicked on a key moment in the situation that I latched onto, but yes, there's those same leaves from earlier. Remember when he was shouting out ESO on New Year's? Those trees were behind him, but he's much more somber. The joy of DabbleCon has worn off, and now you're announcing that your producer's a pedophile. Let's join in Chuli now.
Never
mate.
get off any signs of anything like this, but who the fuck does, right? Like who? You know, and I had no idea. None of us did.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. As a
Emphasize that. Emphasize you had no idea. That's the message from TSN.
as a father, it's fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And like I said, we've always been upfront with you guys. And the last thing I want is for this, for if we were to have knowledge of this and not bring it up.
That's an odd thing to say. What? Why would... No big question. Wait, what? If you were to have knowledge and didn't bring it up, you're bringing it up now. What are you talking about? Nobody. What? Hang on a minute. This is sounding.
Like that's not, especially with something like this, you know.
That's not what. That's not. Especially with that's. That's weird. NJ, weird. Robbie, weird.
Look, he's grieving. He's grieving the loss of his friend Dean. All right, so cut him some slack. Also, you folks at home, you like that weird cowboy voice that he was doing? What the fuck was that? I'll tell you, this ESO feller, he's lower than a rattlesnake's belly.
No. So yeah, that I don't know. There was something about that, even all the way back then, that made me feel a little bit weird. Just a little bit. Robbie, do you remember any of this stuff? Or
back then, no.
No, you didn't. Do you remember any of it happening? Well, trying to pick. All right, we'll go with this one, right? Because surely would never. No, actually, let's remind everyone that they'll take the high ground. Surely would never. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Let's assume STDJ is right and you knew ESO was arrested. So what? He no longer had any connection to TSN network. Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, sorry, my apologies. I'll go to a different one. How about that? I've got so many different ones. It's hard to know which order. All right, let's go. Just a bunch of victims at TSN, right? Starring John's DMCA striking. And what else is he doing, NJ?
He's he defamed them, right?
Defamed, thank you. Because they're defamation lawsuit, right? Not just DMCAs. It's a defamation. They wouldn't have done anything like that.
Fact that ESO was MJ's mole. Hold on.
Whoa. From what they know, I'm not going to say much more. But I'm not going to allow myself.
That was it, by the way. That was John alluding to Iso being his mole. Those few words. That was it. These people here that employed a pedophile are currently in this clip trying to implicate the other man in that whole thing. SaveTSN.com. Give money for him to sue the man that they're accusing of blackmailing a pedophile in this clip right now.
To be bullied. And if I have to, I will fight.
Well, you should. I mean, this guy is your ally, MJ, has done some pretty nasty shit when it comes to what you're screaming about on this.
As nasty as forget it. We could do this all day with it, but it's going to be interesting. Listen to Shuli try. This is where he tries to be human and pretend that he gives a fuck as well.
You're screaming about on this episode, which, well, actually, you're not screaming about kids being harmed. You're screaming about how we're involved somehow. But you should be focusing on kids being harmed and these sick fuckers posting images of kids everywhere. And you work with a guy. Isn't that ironic? You work with a guy who was banned from Reddit.
Banned from Reddit? Wow. Was he arrested by the FBI and sentenced to years in prison? Because that's who you worked with, scumbag. Are you seriously going to do this? Like, did everyone not know this was going on? Where they're trying to paint Stuttering John as the bad guy in this? We're supposed to sit back and say, oh, surely doesn't deserve to be struck. Oh, we all should donate to his lawsuit. While he's trying to pin being friends with a pedophile on someone else? What the fuck is going on?
On multiple other people. He's also, I mean, he's saying that, again, without any proof that they've shown us, that Iso was working with Muttering Jay, who I believe at that time they thought was Vince because they think that everybody is Vince. We're all Vince skin suits here. And when I'm thinking about the defamation, I'm reminded of when they had radio legend Anthony Cumia accuse John of rape on their show. Would that be defamation or
what about when the big dumb fuck Casey Armstrong jumped on Point Double Point and claimed attempted rape?
Mm-hmm.
And then they tried to talk about witness intimidation and shit out of something that was made up out of whole cloth, out of nowhere. Yeah. But by all means, let's protect Shuli's free speech. Or are we protecting Shuli's one idea that wasn't his idea? But let's, this must be a brilliant thought. Continue.
For posting underage children. You should handle that. You should get out in front of that. You should make a statement. Distance yourself from that person, especially if you plan to do any more teaching ever again. Not a good look.
Not a good look. Wait a minute. That sounds like going after his job. Because we all know, remember, folks, and I love Dr. C. Please do not fucking misinterpret what I'm saying right now.
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks back, when Aaron went after Dr. Steve, fuck Aaron, scumbag, bullshit move, what did Carl and Shuli and the like scream? You're baiting your audience. Aaron was baiting his audience into reporting Dr. Steve. You understand, as public figures, perhaps people will follow your lead. And just mentioning that he's got a teaching job and there's underage children that were texted to him. Like, disgusting and gross. You brought the pedophile to the party, not Stuttering John. How fucking dare you? How dare you? But they've got opinions, right? They've got opinions on how other people handle their situation. And a good friend of yours, NJ, a fellow by the name of KB.
Let's see what Pinky has to say.
Oh, bad to stage.
And Shirley was like, said he was on.
Listen to that. Hopefully it's me. This guy wants so badly for me to be involved in this sick, depraved shit. That's what
It's funny. It's sick and depraved when KB says, hopefully Shirley's involved. We all know KB's a miserable prick that will hope anybody's involved in some sick shit that he can talk about. That's KB. We get it. Sorry, folks. I ain't policing KB because KB is not policing me. You know what I mean? Shirley's policing people, telling people how they should behave right here. It's a sick, depraved shit, is it, Shirley?
That's what a fucking mental patient this fucking piece of shit is.
Yeah. So, because he hoped you were involved. I wonder if did he fabricate scenarios where Shirley might be involved? AJ, do you remember that? Or did he just speculate that Shirley might have known a bit earlier than?
Yeah. I think he just speculated that the guy who co-founded your network, the guy who was your Roblox gaming partner, that you would have had some prior knowledge. And yeah, Shirley, could you imagine insinuating without evidence that somebody's working with a pedophile? It's crazy.
That would be wild, wouldn't it? So, geez, and they're just a bunch of victims, right?
That's right.
Just innocent victims in all of this. How could you dare say they were in on it?
Fact that Issa was MJ's mole. Hold on.
Whoa. From what they know, I'm not going to say much more. But I'm not going to allow myself to be bullied. And if I have to, I will fight.
Well, you should. I mean, this guy is your ally, MJ, has done some pretty nasty shit when it comes to what you're screaming about on this episode.
Fuck, I did play this already, didn't I? Damn it. That's right. There's a follow-up to that clip. And the follow-up mentions how, remember, they like to talk about Stuttering John having images of underage children, right? And when they supposedly found out that Issa was a pedo, they suddenly realized, hang on, maybe that's the mole that John was talking about. Let's see.
Ridiculous as what I had heard.
Well, here's an interesting little fun fact. After that ridiculous theory came out, seems like you and Muttering Jay had a bit of a breakup.
So that ridiculous theory was an insane theory that Muttering Jay and Stuttering John were blackmailing Issa for information on the Shirley network. It's ridiculous because what leverage do you have when the FBI already has him? Well, I mean, I know the FBI's got me and I'm going to spend time behind bars, but if the Dabbleverse finds out, I'll be ruined. It'll ruin me. Hey, don't tell me Kiki's not tough, hey? These cunts thought the Dabbleverse could ruin a divorce more than being a pedophile, but continue.
Interesting. Wonder what that was all about. I don't hear you talking about moles anymore. Yet I heard you talking about having a mole at TSN.
Yeah.
Same mole Muttering Jay had, who gave him financial information.
Phil.
I noticed that Bob Levy's very quiet
Yeah,
during this, Julie. Didn't you start your falling out with Bob around about DabbleCon 2? What happened there? What happened? What happened?
On him in.
Only 3 people have access to finances here. That is the Frog, myself, and back then, ESO.
Interesting. I'll wind this back. Listen to the wording again.
Here.
I heard something as ridiculous as
Jay had, who gave him financial information.
Filling him in.
Only 3 people have access to finances here.
Only 3
The
people
Frog.
have access. Only 3 people have access to finances here. What are those 3 people?
That is the Frog, myself, and back then, ESO.
Back then. But they have? So he has now, or he didn't? It was back then, but have.
Yeah, and wasn't Muttering John having a mole? That was more recent than this. So when did he lose access? Again, if you hadn't heard from this guy and he wasn't around, he's still got the passwords to be able to do this.
Yeah, how did he have the financial information? It would for him to be a mole for Stuttering John, he would have to have an inside track to TSN, right?
Sure.
So, look, they don't get any better for TSN in terms of this trying to pin it on Stuttering John nonsense. But let's have another look. What's this one? No, that's the announcement. Is it the mock? No, that was the one I just played. Oh, here we go. This is I titled this one gross. So the mole double crossed the mole. What makes sense of this for me, please, NJ? Can you follow this and tell me?
Okay.
God knows if that ESO got him any of that stuff.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Like he got you my stuff? Like he got
What does that mean?
The ESO got got Stuttering John Shuley's stuff. That's
Yeah,
what
well-
English would say that means.
Yeah, what's your stuff, surely? What do you mean by your stuff? You're gonna have to elaborate on this because this is sounding very, very creepy and weird.
Muttering Jay my stuff? Like that? Remember, you guys were like this, and then the ESO story came out, and now you two aren't friends.
Now Bob is so quiet. Why is Bob so quiet, surely? Why is Bob quiet? Why isn't Bob talking? Is Bob not in on the fucking cover up like you guys are? Why is Bob not with the network anymore, surely? What happened? What started DabbleCon weekend?
Wow. And
Never
he's
hear him talking about a mole anymore.
no, you
Right.
sure don't. That went quiet pretty quick.
Wonder why.
How's that a win? He's your pedophile. Let's not forget, it's your pedophile, not John's. How's this a win?
Why?
Oh,
Hopper.
God forbid.
Oh,
oh my God. I mean, who knows?
Interesting. So let's extrapolate from this as they're trying to feed us context clues. ESO gave Stuttering John pics of Shuley's kids? Is that what they're trying to infer from this? Why does ESO have pictures of your kids, Shuley? And why do you know that ESO has pictures of your kids? It seems like a weird way to go to implicate Stuttering John in something that you brought upon the Dabbleverse. Also, Vince a lawyer. VTL didn't surely bring VTL to the Doubleverse, but now VTL's the worst person in the world. All right. Do you guys want to hit the bombshell? Do we go to the bombshell? Let's go to the bombshell. Wait. Hang on. Where is it? Where's the one I edited? So that it makes it sound way better. No, all right. This is, all right, Philip Joe Russo. You think you're a fucking smart cunt, don't you? You really think you're smart. You really think you're clever. Well done, dickhead. Here we go.
Philip Joe Russo.
Okay.
I'll just add some context. Stuttering John has been asked to name the next 5 dabblers to die, give their name, the way they die, and date of their death. All right, that is what Stuttering John has been challenged with.
Cause of death. Prescription medication overdose.
Okay.
Very funny. Frog said I would have guessed that too. Well done, Frog. You're up to date with how much of a fucking disgusting loser you are. Let's continue.
August 12th.
August.
Well. So let's just go back. Let's be clear. All right. So date John announced?
August 12th.
August 12th. August 12th.
August 12th.
Wow.
Anybody know what that
Are
date
you
was?
fucking with me?
You remember, Mike?
Mike remembers. Mike remembered immediately. August 12th. Frog remembers August 12th.
Dude, that
No.
was when the whole ESO thing came out.
That was the day he turned himself in, and the post that his wife made on Facebook is what ultimately led to us finding out about it.
What the fuck?
Now, here's why he said that date, because he was talking about me. So he had Shuli producer on the brain, and that just jumped to his mind because he knew that date was coming up.
So he knew that August 12th, ESO was going to ESO's wife was going to post on Facebook, and ESO was going to turn himself into police.
Well, because John is in such close contact with ESO, they probably went over the fact that I'm going to turn myself in on August 12th. Yeah,
So
okay.
in June, John knew
Yeah.
that ESO was going to.
Yeah, this is a phenomenon that was very well described in Umberto Eco's Warning Signs of Fascism. One of the warning signs is the enemy is simultaneously both weak and strong. So this guy that you spend hours a day regaling us with how dumb this guy is. He didn't attend NYU. He didn't graduate from NYU. John is the dumbest man in the world. He's Menser, etc. But now he's so plugged in that in the midst of his course, he can remember the date that his connect ESO is turning himself in.
Interesting, like muttering Jay is just giving him information. August 12th. What's interesting, August 12th stood out to Mike Morse immediately. He clicked to that. Forgive me for a moment. I just do need to remove this from stage for a moment, as I have to pull an image up from the show, from this, and it would be this one right here.
Oh,
Not that
creepy. This motherfucker.
That would have been great if this was on stage. Dabblecon 2 was a live comedy and podcasting convention held from August 16 to 17, 2024 at the Carlson Comedy Club in Rochester, New York. August 12th. Is that when you guys found out? August 12th. DoubleCon 2 was August 16. You didn't find out until after DoubleCon, right? But August 12th stood out in their minds. I mustn't have heard that right. Let's go back to this clip.
Holy shit. Oh,
Let's go back to this clip and just be clear. Did we get August 12th?
what?
August
12th.
12th.
Wow.
Anybody know what that
Are
date
you
was?
fucking with me?
You remember, Mike?
I do. That
No.
was when the whole ESO thing came out.
That was
The whole ESO thing came out on August 12th, 4 days before DoubleCon. Hashtag surely knew. Hashtag justice for quad. Where were you on that one, Adam Bush? You not catch that one? Huh?
the day he turned himself in, and the post that his wife made on Facebook is what ultimately led to us finding out about it.
What the fuck?
Now, here's why he said that date. Because
oh, listen to this. This spinning him, twisting himself in knots to fucking figure out a way that Stuttering John knew when they also knew.
he was talking about me, so he had Shuli producer on the brain, and that just jumped to his mind because he knew that date was coming up.
Whoa. Creepy. This motherfucker. Holy shit. Oh,
Holy shit.
You've got
He
a
was
1 in 365 chance of picking that date.
Or you had a 1 in 1 chance of picking the fucking date you knew, motherfucker. Holy shit. You guys lost track of your lies, didn't you? We established their lies earlier, right? You know, I fucking established their reputation. They immediately lied without hesitation. And then suddenly, this clip comes from January 21st, 2025. Ironically, a week before his sentencing. So they found out a week before his guilty plea, and they tried to screw Stuttering John a week before sentencing. So this is wild. They forgot that they found out before DoubleCon. They didn't forget the date, though. Mike Morse and Frog, very smart fellas, they don't forget dates. They don't forget dates at all. August 12th stuck out immediately. Unfortunately for Frog, though, he had to try and justify how this works. How does this work, Frog? How does it work?
And multiply that by degree of stupidity, which is through the roof with this guy.
Oh, yeah.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, he's not good at improv. We've established that.
Right.
So for him to just pull that out
Yeah.
accidentally, wow.
Wow.
Just like Chad's brother being run over by a Buick, like the coincidence that he would pick that brand of car.
You're right, Frog. The coincidence that you would know August 12th. Yeah, interesting. Explain more. Show us how smart you are, you smug prick. Bury yourself.
Coincidence that he would pick that date just as it's coming up, and come on.
He can't help himself either. If he's got information, he has to let it out.
Like I'm legit shocked.
That's fucked. Right. And now, again, it'd be just to go back to everything from that point on until August of all the times he said, like, oh, wait for it. Oh, it's coming.
Stop spilling the beans. You guys knew what the wait for it was. Keep announcing what you knew already. Stuttering John was throwing fucking darts at the fucking wall. You fuckers knew. You knew what Stuttering John was talking about. He didn't know what he was talking about, but you did. And you fucking lied over and over again. This is wild. Absolutely fucking crazy. You didn't know? You didn't believe me, did you, Ranger, that I had this today?
Yeah,
exposing fucking information.
Look, I remembered the news actually getting out, not being publicized to the rest of us, but whatever the reveal was of ESO being before DiddleCon. But meanwhile, here we have their admission of when they found out, which was in fact before DiddleCon. So you might say, and I know that there's a lot of some people interpreting Shuli knew to be Shuli knew that ESO was what we now term an ESO. I think that Adam Bush was trying to hammer that when he was going at it with Quad. I think that that's not what, at least not what I mean. We meant that Shuli knew some shit was up prior to when we all knew some shit was up and he had to do that sad cowboy stream. And here we see two of his boys saying that they found out 4 days before DiddleCon and didn't want to bring everybody down with the sad news.
And what's funny, like, there's more to come in this clip, which it just exposes everyone at TSN. The moment they started mentioning dates, I went, that doesn't line up. I remember when it was. I was like, have I forgotten when DabbleCon was? I know it was August 2024. All it took was a quick Google. I just Googled DabbleCon 2 date. And I got the date. Like, why would you run this without double checking your information? Because Philip Joe Russo is an arrogant prick who thinks he's smarter than everyone, who thinks he's got one up on everyone. You weren't expecting this dumb fuck to be looking for fucking clips and stumble across you idiots exposing yourselves for your lies. It gets worse.
Wow.
And just a few minutes ago, he was saying how he had something that was going to destroy the show forever.
Yeah. So clearly, whatever is going on this day in Vegas, he was in contact with somebody who was in contact with him. Like the topic was fresh. We know he doesn't have a good memory.
Wait, don't keep saying that. That doesn't help. The lawsuit you just filed, where you're trying to claim that Stuttering John knowingly is violating the DMCA Act. If he doesn't have a good memory, it's pretty hard to prove that he's knowingly violating it. He forgot, surely. He forgot. He doesn't have a good memory. Remember that? Nah. But Frog, listen to Frog's timeline here. This adds more questions.
Wow. That is some shit right there, man.
You know,
Holy
the story, the news story about ESO's guilty plea is just weeks before John said this. It was May of 2024. The story's in the press, and then
What? You know that's wrong, don't you, NJ? I know that's wrong because I have a image file to prove that that's wrong. Let's have a look at. You just can Google Isolino Prosciutti and hang on, remove that, and we will add that arrest May 26, 2023, guilty plea August 19, 2024. What happened in May of 2024? Philip Joe Russo. What hit the press in May of 2024? Oh, dude, you got to keep track of your lies.
Yeah, weird. Arrested a whole year before all this stuff.
A whole year. Did you
And
get
you
guilty?
and you knew that there was an article. You knew that there was an article about the arrest coming out then.
Wild, isn't it? So what guilty plea happened in May? Because this, August 19, 2024, was when the Surely Network found out. When they found out that it happened. It was August 19. But now Frog tells us he pled guilty in May. How did you know that? Uh-oh.
And what May, by the way? That which May or a whole year before the shit that we're talking about right now?
Yeah, when it hit the news. And also, you're telling me the guy, look, I'll give you credit, Frog, Philip J. Russo. You're the guy that found out Naveed. Huh? How do we know the name Naveed? Philip Joe Russo. How did you find that YouTube channel? That was under a pseudonym. It wasn't even Naveed or Ava. It was a completely different name. You found that channel, but in a year and a half, you didn't find that your former coworker that had disappeared off the grid. You didn't have any clue, but then the month of May stood out in your head. Why did the month of May stand out in your head? Thank you, Just Jewel. The lovely Just Jewel. Fantastic work, Dean. Fuck TSN. Thank you, Just Jewel. And MG082 gave us $2 super sticker just to say, keep up the good work. Yeah, what a find. Huh? What a find. Oh, boy. Fucking explain this one, Frog and Shuley and Mike Morse. Oh, did Mike Morse get giddy when he heard August 12th? Mike Morse went, we got him. We got him. August 12th. Whoops. Oopsie. Morons. Absolute fucking morons. I'm so glad I found it the week that you filed a lawsuit, that you crowdfunded. All these retards that fucking gave you money to sue this guy when you're trying to implicate him in something that you've been lying about for, at this point, years. It's 2026. ESO got arrested over 3 years ago. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. But
In June 16th.
we'll just go back a little bit. Let's let Frog cook.
Yeah, well done, Frog, truly.
Yeah, the way he had to twist himself in knots to make this work. I'll point out how retarded what he's about to say is in a moment, but let's let Frog blow the whole lid off the case with the most retarded fucking analogy I've ever heard.
Now, Esso's guilty plea is just weeks before John said this. It was May of 2024. The story's in the press, and then John says this in June 16th.
What the fuck? Isn't there a 12 on his tattoo?
That is TSN right there, summed up. There's nothing funny about that chat. But
wow, dude.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
what a piece of shit. Yeah. Think about this for a moment. Stuttering John knew. Let's concede, right?
Sure.
Stuttering John knew, and he was fucking teasing him with the August 12th. Why didn't he fucking expose you before DabbleCon? Why wouldn't he on Friday night as Rocco steps on stage to, I don't know who kicked off the roast. I just went with Rocco. But whoever kicked off the roast, first person on stage, might have actually been Bob Levy. Why wouldn't Stuttering John tweet out the fucking article in that moment as Bob Levy, the first words come out of his mouth? Why wouldn't Stuttering John ruin DabbleCon in that moment? What does Stuttering John have to gain by not exposing you?
Yeah, especially if you spend all this time not only talking about how stupid he is, but how he's the most evil man on the face of the planet, right? Surely he would stop at nothing to destroy the valiant heroes that give him a what for every night, right? If he had that would be the perfect time. Ruin their little get together at his expense.
But no. Fuck that. Fuck ruining DabbleCon. What John's going to do, he's going to say, wait for it for months. And then he's going to say, they don't make as much money as they say they do. And that's it. He's going to leave it at that. And expose himself to be, like, implicated in blackmailing a pedophile? What are we doing? Fellas, how did we all miss this? How did I miss this? This is bonkers. We've been shitting on Quadfather. Well, not we.
Pat Dixon has, I heard.
Yes. Well, yeah, that's true. And Shmuel Buckman is jerking off in the corner. But Quadfather, although his argument, he had no argument. It was a shit argument, Quadfather. You deserve the shit you got. But you were staunch in the fact that surely knew. Can I claim right now, proof positive, surely knew before DabbleCon, before he announced it. I've proven that, right?
Yeah.
Did I just prove that? One's in the chat. If I just proved, surely knew before DabbleCon. Come on, chat. And the Roblox, I just saw Roblox. Great point. How did Roblox chat miss this? Exactly. How did Roblox chat miss this? Because you know they're all pedophiles. That's the main reason we don't let our kid fucking play Roblox, because we know the creeps that are fucking creeping on Roblox. Speaking of which, you want to talk about clips that didn't age well? Yes, I do.
I do.
Fuck, did I label it well though? Because I didn't number my shit today. That's the problem. Because it's all just the same shit. Them trying to prove Stuttering John knew and trying to prove they didn't know, which is very, very weird. Where is it? Fuck, I'm just going to have to click through them all because my clip titles are shit. Yes, I'm terrible, folks. All right. Do a clip show and make fun of me. Criticize me for it. It's fucking all right. Fuck that. How about this from Anthony Zenhauser? Once I found the August 12 clip, there's a clip from Double Point post DabbleCon 2, and this is Zenhauser.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
Carl defending him by saying he had a friend that killed somebody, so that means they didn't know anything because Carl didn't know that guy was a killer. But anyway,
okay,
we're not shitting on Carl today. Oh wait, we are. We did that earlier. But this wild take from Zen, but focusing on the last part, last thing he says in this.
You know what the thing is, though, also, a lot of guys out there who are saying that people have been sitting on this for a year. These are the same people who find high school transcripts from 1982. It's like, I mean, if it's out there, why didn't you find it?
Yeah, we employed him. Why didn't you figure it out? Huh? We didn't know that he was a pedophile. Why didn't you? You guys know everything. What? What's your point?
Also, aren't they also the guys who find, I think, not John's high school transcript, his grammar school transcript?
Well,
so
we only know the name Naveed because what?
Producer Joe.
Producer Joe. He found that, figured that out.
Your Honor, we're too stupid to be evil.
Yeah. But so Zen's obviously upset about the fact that we didn't figure it out before they did. But this is
why. I mean, if everything is out there in public knowledge, it's like, unless you're people who are looking for shit on us, people who are looking to take people down. That's kind of a red flag. If you really wanted to like take somebody down, it's like,
I mean, the red flag was the child porn, dude. That's obviously,
it was definitely a fucking shock and a half to know coming back from DabbleCon going, fuck, really? This is what we got to do. All right.
Did you hear that? Hear what he said? To know coming home from DabbleCon, oh, shit, this is what we got to do? Let's wind that back. Not when we got home from DabbleCon to discover this, to know coming home, this is what we got to deal with.
To know coming back from DabbleCon going, fuck, really? This is what we got to do? All right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Zen knew coming home from DabbleCon. And Bob did not know. I truly believe they kept him in the dark, and they were fucking funny to him that weekend because they didn't want to fill him in. But I fucking truly believe that after listening to all of these clips, Zen, Shuley, Mike Morse, Frog, and the other dickhead all knew before DabbleCon and said, we got to hide this and we got to keep it from Bob because Bob will tell people. I trust you, Bob. I don't think Bob knew. I think they hid it from Bob, and that's where the split started because they were being weird to Bob that weekend.
I just want to say that the irony is not lost on me as we talk about a kid who was actually friends with the Kid Diddler that they've had as guests in these clips. Two guys who are known for underage stuff. Again, Anthony Cumia going to prom at 50. Anthony Cumia messaging what he thought was a 14-year-old girl. Buying a MacBook for what he thought was a 14-year-old girl, messaging about flying her out and maybe hang out and let's kiss. Brian Johnson, who boys with Kevin Smith, stories told about him in his 20s, I believe, dating a 14-year-old. Dating, because there's a legal term for that, but I'm not going to get into that. All while we're saying that Stuttering John is the dude who was actually Boys with the PDF. But
yeah. Kurt Reynolds, I hate this stream. I would hate to think that I've fucking ruined TSN for you because, look, what's weird about everything you just said, NJ, is the one person I'd stick up for is Brian Johnson because he was 21. He's 21 with a 14-year-old. Like, he's not exactly a fucking fully grown adult man. He's a fucking child that's now an adult, has been landed as an adult. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying, out of all the things you explained, that's the most acceptable. You know?
Yeah, the
a
age range is the
21-year-old and a 14-year-old. Like, that's wild. That's wild. And, you know, we've also seen the other guy, you know, we won't bring it up because it's not the same level, but he also made it feel like it's the same level. The guy that loves cartoons. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, he's not creeping on younger girls and all that shit, but he also had us all going, what the fuck did you do, man? Like, that fucking sounds creepy the way you've explained it. So yeah, I couldn't believe it. When I stumbled across that clip, I was like, these dates don't seem right to me. And I Googled. Literally, I heard the clip. Less than a minute later, I knew that Iso pled guilty on the 19th of August and that DabbleCon was 16th and 17th of August. Like, this is like the serial killer going back to the scene of the crime, right? Like, they wanted to be caught. Clippers, Doom, Stalin, Pest, Dirty Jersey Rat, fucking Will Heron with your mossy bullshit, whatever it is, it better be on every fucking channel. This is the best fucking investigative work that has been done in the Dabbleverse. Go fuck yourselves. I am the king. I am the king.
Dean.
Someone had to say it. You know what I mean? Someone had to say it. And you all, I'd like to thank you all for making me mad at the start of the show when I was trying to defend Kiki. And you're all sitting there going, fuck Kiki. And that made me mad because I'm like, you're supposed to support me. I am the man. But I knew I'd win you over with this bombshell fucking bombshell. We got him. We fucking got him. Explain it away, fellas. I look forward to your next stream. Frog, remember my name, bitch. I got you. I fucking got you. All right, we're done. Supertip.gg/USOA. Pile the money in now because I deserve it. What a fuckhead. I'm going to be dancing. It's nearly 4 hours. Nearly 4 hours. And most of that was a 20-minute clip of Aaron shitting on rape victims. What a night we've had here, or morning. We've just been on fire. NJ, what do you want to promote?
I mean, how do you? I want to promote. Yeah, you did a great job proving that these gentlemen, in their own words, I'm not putting words in their mouth, but they found out a whole 4 days before DiddleCon 2 and not after with the rest of us.
Can I just interrupt that? Sorry.
Yeah.
I just want to make it clear. I've just produced evidence that that's as early as we know about. Given their lies, their constant lies, and now another lie that we can prove.
Yeah.
That's August 12th is conservatively when they found out.
100%, because again, why else was it top of mind for the Frog that the arrest was in the news? When that arrest, again, you don't get an article on an arrest a year after it happens, right? It's that the dude got arrested, and he correctly pointed out it was May. It was just not May of that year. It was May of the previous year. So yeah, very, very good stuff. I don't have anything that's that big of a bombshell for us on Wednesday night, NJR Live. We're gonna figure some shit out, but yeah, come check us out. We're going to have some fun, and also check out the Flimsy Greenberg's Dabble Dashboard at dabbledashboard.com and the forthcoming Dabble tips, because when I get off of this, I'm going to give Stripe some more information, because I guess that after 2 previous times where I explain it, they don't really get it. But I'm going to be on that, as soon as possible.
Fantastic. And yeah, great job, Flimsy. You get the support. I think we're all supporting you in this. I know KB is for sure. And honestly, I think Moody would be too, because it's like he honestly, the amount I've spoken to Moody and got to know Moody a bit, he would be stoked that like you were inspired to do it if he had anything to do with the fact you're inspired to do it. But I think it's great. Before I fucking let that slip by and not fucking acknowledge it, the great and legendary Rover, another 20 gifted memberships. Just amazing. And these are the kind of memberships that don't have, fucking skeletons attached to them, like over at the Shully Network. These are Rover gifted memberships, and these are the best kind, because Rover will do it again, because that's the kind of egg Rover is. He looks after all of us here, and I know Rover can't wait to get on fucking Dabble Tips and tip Flimsy Greenberg live on NJR Live on a Wednesday night. I know Rover will be one of the first to do that, and then when we get it, he'll do the same over here. But yeah, we've got a lot from Rover. But no, Rover is the best, and the perfect exclamation point on my fucking amazing journalistic work. I just can't stop filleting myself right now. What a moment! What a moment for me, and just for everyone.
Yes.
Rover's also given us his membership milestone. I caught steel toe. Oh, you did? Did he catch? Oh my goodness! Did you catch the toe? I've joked for a while that Toe watches our show every week. I didn't realize that on the day that I exposed the TSN, we also exposed the toe. And let me tell you, we got more toe. I've got clips. You think that rape clip was fun? There's so much. Aaron, please get your Tylenol and your NyQuil every fucking show, dude. Wednesday was a banger. It was a fucking banger, and I've got more to come. So much more to come. But we had to expose the Surely Network tonight. Oh, fuck. I forgot one thing. In all of this searching, the inspiration for this, shout out Eccles Pineapple, the British bunch, Eccles and Rochi. Shout out to those guys. Because, yeah, I've found myself annoyed with the TSN fucking fans. You know, you can tell when we've talked about the Surely Network on this channel because there'll be some Surely Network fan going, oh, well, the reason Surely did that is because blah, 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 blah. And it's like, all right, we can't criticize Surely. Is he some sort of god? Anyway, I'm fucking getting distracted. Point was, I was watching Rochi. I saw Rochi with bacon bits and then the Eccles Pineapple thing and all that. And I went, you know what? Yeah, fuck these guys. Like, they really have been shitty guys. And so I started searching for all the instances of them trying to pin the ESO thing on John. And then something popped up that I completely forgot about. And NJ, I don't know if you've ever had this much in your life, but for me, there's not too many better moments when you can make yourself laugh without realizing that you're about to do it. And now I'm realizing I can't find the clip. Can you vamp for a second, NJ, while I fucking upload the clip?
That kind of spontaneous thing. Who would have thought, except for everybody who were saying that these guys are full of shit, their responses are sus. Who would have thought that that we would go back into the archive and find out that that these guys were in fact full of shit and sus this whole time. Shuli in that famous sad cowboy clip. Oh, I tell you, this ESO it's no good. I tell you what. Again, what the fuck voice was that? It's so different to the normal annoying voice Shuli that we get all the time. Like, what made him think that was the move?
Yeah, that one. I love. Sorry, I just noticed your private chat after I'd noticed the spamming going on, and now has Victoria been hacked? What's going on?
No, it's
we
a
have
long
just
one.
been spammed. What is this? Philip Joe Russo we've never been spammed before. Suddenly, we get spammed the day that I expose the Surely Network. I can't find my fucking phone, NJ. I need to find this clip because I legitimately made myself laugh, and I want the world to see and hear it. Let's see. I'm going to go clip by clip. So we got aggressively innocent.
Okay.
That's not it. Just a bunch of innocent victims. KB, Ozone. I wish I had have numbered these better. Anyway, because I actually missed a couple. But textbook gaslighting. Oh, here's one. Actually, let's go back to. Sorry, extending the show a fraction.
Well, I remember the day after the story broke, he was like, "I'm not going to address any of this.
Oh, you remember that?
This is not something I want to get involved
Yeah.
with."
I don't remember that.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Oh yeah, he tweeted it.
And then Vince and everybody got a hold of him. They're like, what are you, an idiot? He's like, yeah, what did I miss?
John, John.
That's wild. Carl doesn't even remember that John said he wasn't going to touch it. And then the Surely Network said, oh, you're not going to touch it? Guess what? We're going to accuse you of knowing about ESO. And they baited him into calling them pedophiles. That's what happened. They baited him into it and said, oh, you're not going to call us pedophiles? All right. Well, let's implicate you in it. Let's call you a blackmailer. And then, you call us pedophiles then? Yeah, these guys are gross. The Shuli Network is gross. They are gross people, and I can't wait to read all the fucking babies at the TSN Network in the comments. Oh, but John, just try and defend that bullshit, and you cannot use the words "but John," all right, or "but stuttering John." But I appreciate you sending us fucking spam, Frog. Yeah, I called you an arrogant fucking loser douche that many times. Keep spamming us, you faggot. Yeah, keep doing it, you loser. We win, you lose. All right, let's get out of here. I can't find the... Anyway, my chat was, the contents of ESO's hard drive was truly disturbing. I would never understand why anyone would download The Shuli Show.
Hey, no.
NJ, thank you so much for joining me here and helping me fucking break all this amazing news here today.
Love to be
What do you got
here.
to plug? I know you plugged, but plug again.
NJR Live, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, and dabble-4.com, dabbletip.com. Also, you can access it via diddletip.com and diddletips.com.
Beautiful. Shout out Flimsy, the great man Flimsy Greenberg, the hero of the stupid, but like a proper one. You know what I mean? Like he's actually doing stuff for the stupid, which we appreciate. And look, we're getting all this wild shit, but we've got Gino Sucks Cock for Bus Fair, so you got to give him a shout out. Great to see you in our chat. Gino do be doing that, do. Thank you, Peter Scott Parker. Appreciate it. What fun we had here today, hey? Exposing a bunch of liars and scammers, hey? How do you feel about your 15 grand that you're pissing against the wall, even if they win? Stuttering John ain't paying a dime, and he ain't got nothing to lose. So congratulations on that. And yes, the spam, obviously, I've noticed is Dave Serra. I don't know how that works out. Dave Serra apparently is whatever's going on. Somehow it's because I ruined the Shuli Network. And if you want to let me know how much you hate me for that, you can find me on X at that sussy guy. Just imagine that Aussie guy and put an S where the A should be. We'll catch you next time on United States of Australia.
Shuli knew.
Oh, he fucking knew, all right.
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend, I'm telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of... Fair? No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you were stolen materialistic piece of shit.